OBJ. That's strangely close to Daniel Jones from the Giants. Daniel, is that you? Beat the Chiefs. Show me. If the Broncos and Russell Wilson can show me that they can beat the Chiefs, then I will start believing.
The crowd up. And so are this defense, and Kansas City won't snap the ball again. The Denver Broncos have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dave Montgomery on the Lions. Former Bear, gotta make this his revenge game for sure. David Montgomery gets the touchdown that ices the game. No! And there's a flag. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. Snap. Hold. Kick.
Denver wins! Denver wins! Let's go!
They open. No!
What happened? Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Only Football Podcast. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I am so freaking pumped about this game. This is Jacksonville's moment right here. You beat the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs in back-to-back weeks with the second team being on national television. You're telling the world that we are here and we're not a team to play with. Mahomes, on the other hand, in Kansas City looked really good against the Baltimore Ravens last week. Perhaps it was getting Xavier Worthy back that was to blame for that. But after a pretty bad start, losing against the Chargers, losing against the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles also lost last week. We'll get it yesterday. We'll get into that on our recap. But the Kansas City Chiefs are starting to win again. They're 2-2. They found their way back to 500. The Jaguars are 3-1 though. So this is a big game. Kind of one of those where you're looking at it going, okay, Kansas City loses. They go back under 500 and they're 2-3. And Jacksonville's 4-1. Holy crap. How did we get here? Well, it would be because Liam Cohen. I mentioned this last week. I'll say it again. Liam Cohen joined Tampa Bay. In his first season, they went from the 31st ranked rushing attack to 5 in the NFL. And now, with ETN and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they go from 27th to 3rd in the league. Jacksonville is 3rd. I believe it's 141 rushing yards per game. But Jacksonville is finding a way to run the football. They're not asking Trevor Lawrence to do all that much. They're just a lot of things that you like about Jacksonville. There's also a lot of things you don't like. Jacksonville leads the NFL in penalties. Ironically, there's a lot of really good teams doing that right now. So as I say that, we get a penalty. And let's see who this was on. This was on Kansas City. We'll see if they can clean that up today. But this game, man, this is exciting. I've been to a ton of Jacksonville games. I was honored on their football field last year. I'm a huge Jaguars fan, not as big as Broncos and Packers, but when the Jags are on, I'm cheering for them. And when they're going against my rival, I might trick you all today as a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, but it's just the combination of growing up in Jacksonville and they're playing the Chiefs. I'm going to address the chat. We got some people in here. What is up? I got Jinja. I got Lil E. I got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. I got Hat on Fire. All in the chat. We're going to display the chat on to the live stream. So it's live. Rick is going to be in here in a second. 3rd and 3 in Kelsey with the drop. Kelsey has been not great. A lot of people thought this was going to be his bounce back season after a disappointing last year. And let's take a look at this. This is what is he doing? He's catching the ball with one hand. His other hand's available. Mahomes thinks there should be a flag. I think it should be a catch. I feel like you got to catch that. And now they're going to punt the football. I thought being at midfield, they would go for a 4th and 3, but they don't want to give any unnecessary momentum to Jacksonville, so they're going to swap possessions here in the first quarter. Now, I'm going to put in a parlay live right now, all right? We're going to start with touchdown scorers, okay? I'm going to go Xavier Worthy, and I'm going to go Travis Etienne, okay? Let's go to passing yards. We'll go receiving props. Here we go. All right, we got Travis Kelce at 51.5 yards. I'm going to go over on Xavier Worthy's 51.5. Juju Smith-Schuster is at 24.5. I'm going to go over as well. If you look at passing yards, opponent passing yards per game, Kansas City is 7th. Okay. Jacksonville, on the other hand, is 23rd, giving up 233 passing yards a game. So I do expect Kansas City to be able to throw the football, at least have more success maybe in the box score than the – come on. And my FanDuel just froze. Let's go. Come on. Stop dicking around. All right. So let's go passing props. All right. Trevor Lawrence is at 200. I think that under could hit in this one. I'm going to go under 206 yards. Prime time. Let's just do this. Alt passing yards. I'm going to go 175. Okay. Mahomes passing yards. I'm going to go 250. Okay. Passing touchdowns. I'm going to give them 1 each to get 1 touchdown. And I'm going to profit boost it 50%. And rushing, Travis Etienne, I'm going to go over 65. And Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, I'm not gonna touch that. So receiving yards, let's see. Travis Hunter's at 33. I'm gonna say Travis Hunter has more than 33 on a big game. All right. And they are freezing it right now. We'll wait for this play to finish so they can unfreeze it. Come on. They throw a flag. Six leg. There we go. I'm going to go 10. Come on. Place. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Jeez. Always accept odds is. All right. 1 second. Play in progress. 2nd and 14. Come on. All right. There we go. So here we go. Patrick Mahomes. Let's see. All right. Travis Hunter, week 1. 44 yards. That was the most, I believe, this season. So here we go. 3rd and 14. Jacksonville going with their throwback. Here's Lawrence looking, firing. Brian Thomas Jr. And, man, I felt like he could have had it, but no. And now they're going to have to punt it. Wasn't easy for me to get. Let's see. We got Brian Thomas Jr. Where's Brian Thomas Jr.? I didn't even. Not a good start offensively for Jacksonville. I want to see here. Same game. Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster. All right. So, here you go. Live bet. I got Xavier Worthy to score a touchdown, Travis Etienne to score a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, over 51.5 receiving yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, over 23.5 receiving yards. Trevor Lawrence, 175 passing yards. Mahomes, 250 passing yards. Trevor Lawrence and Mahomes to each have one passing touchdown, and then Travis Hunter to have over 32.5 receiving yards, and Etienne to have over 59.5 rushing yards. He's at 8, so about 50 more rushing yards for him. I'm going to change up, put another one in. This one's going to have Brian Thomas Jr. having a big game, and that's going to be Xavier Worthy as well. Xavier Worthy receiving yards. Let's go alt. Xavier Worthy. Let's see what. Let's go 100 yards for Xavier Worthy. There we go. And come on. Receiving props. Brian Thomas Jr. Let's have Brian Thomas Jr. have a big game. And we'll call Brian Thomas Jr. for 100 yards receiving as well. And we'll go $5 there to win $285. So we got Xavier Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., each with a touchdown, each with 100 yards receiving to win $235. I love that. And we're going to use $5. We're going to use our free bet. Of course, we won $300 yesterday with the Tennessee Titans coming back and winning. And then also the Broncos beating the Eagles, who were plus 1,700 going into the fourth quarter to win that game outright. That's right. All right. Let me hit some of these comments here. Jinja, keeping the tradition alive, gifting a membership. Is Tom Grassi refereeing this flag? Forgot to gift last night, was too wrapped up in betting. LOL, miss you, Bill. You're the man, Jinja. I appreciate you, brother. He'd be hella proud of you. That is true, man. Your parlays are always way cooler than mine, LOL. Let's both hit. I love it. Here we go. Flip to Xavier Worthy. And another player that I've been noticing is Thornton. All right. I like this Thornton guy. We saw him kind of break out. Let's go quick bets. Chiefs. Let's go touchdown scorer. Let's go Chiefs third drive. Chiefs second drive. Thornton's plus 3,500 on this drive to score a touchdown. Juju Smith with the catch. And I think this Chiefs offense was really showing some signs of life after being really not good the first couple weeks of this season. So getting Xavier Worthy back has just really brought this team back together. Pacheco hasn't been necessarily running great, but they've only ran it once today. They're going to run it here. And here's Pacheco for a gain of 16. Pacheco's longest run of the year. Now, that play to Xavier Worthy, was that technically a reception? No, that was technically a rush. Here we go. So we got Mahomes and shotgun, hands it off again. I believe that was Kareem Hunt. Gain of 1. Whistle's blowing. Flag comes out. That was Hollywood Brown. That might be flagged here. We'll see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, that's he just punched him. Is he going to get ejected? Man, he's lucky he didn't get ejected. Now, you got the fans here wanting an ejection. I mean, I wouldn't have been shocked if they ejected him because of that. Here we go. 2nd and 24 now. Probably going to run a quick screen to Hollywood Brown or Xavier Worthy. Just try to get some of the penalty yardage back. 1, 2, 3. There's your screen. And it's Smith, the rookie. Seventh round pick from SMU. Starting to get designed play. Extra lineman. Good job on the lineman waiting for how many times is the timing off with these linemen downfield before the running back has the ball and then it's a legal man downfield? Mahomes 7 for 8, 73 yards. Big 3rd and 9 here. Now, Kansas City has to burn a timeout. Now, we've seen the Chiefs, they remind me of the Eagles offense in the way where they don't lack the home run ball. Like, we've seen them drop back or, shotgun, throw the ball 40 yards and get those big chunk plays. This is where they struggle the most, right? They're great in short yardage situations, 3rd and 3, 3rd and, 4, I'll give you that. 3rd and 9 is tough for them because they don't really have that receiver in this offense that has been like, okay, you're my go-to on 3rd down, my big body guy. That Cortland Sutton for the Broncos. A lot of speedsters, a lot of quick guys, but who's that guy? It used to be Kelsey, but it hasn't been Kelsey for a while, and I don't believe anybody's really gotten that. It's paramount for the Chiefs to be good on 1st and 2nd down, so they're not in these 3rd and 9s. We'll see if they have an answer for this one. Pressure coming. Mahomes taking a shot. Deep. Caught. Thornton catches it. And I was just telling you about Thornton. Thornton, who, man, almost was able to score a touchdown, who I had in scoring a touchdown on this drive. I had Thornton. That's a clean catch. All right, so it's a completed catch And ladies and gentlemen, coming into the studio is a man named Rick, last name Huge Dick. A man that we have known for the duration of 4 years, but I've known my entire life. A man that represents everything great about Chicago. A man that I'm lucky to call friend. Coming into the studio now, and your host of Only Football, we have Rick.
Woo! Thank you for that intro, Kyle. I'm so moist. So
Where's
moist
Rick?
Right
Oh man. Well, we just saw the Jags do an all-out blitz on third down, and Mahomes just threw it. And if he had a little more air under it, would have been a touchdown to Thornton, who I had put in. I was like, Thornton plus 3,500 to score a touchdown on this drive. I put $2 on it, which would pay out
Nice.
$72, and that would have been it right there. That was the exact play that I was betting on. And Mahomes is normally good for those throws.
I was going to say,
to wait for it, turn around, kind of come back to it, but it put him on the 6-yard line. So
yeah, as I was coming back, I was watching the TV because I was setting up my other TV for the Cubs game that's going to be on in about 20-ish minutes or so. And I saw that. I was like, he's wide open. What is going on? But he had to stop, wait, find it, and then kind of move up a yard to catch it. But that was sick. That was sick. The Chiefs are in scoring position now.
All right. Who do you got winning this game again? The Chiefs, right?
I was going to say, I picked the Chiefs to win. I'm pretty sure you picked the Jags, right?
Yeah, I went Duval.
Duval. I'm going to grab a beer. What's up?
Do you think he's been corrected since then?
Yeah.
How to properly do it?
He better have, because he's not going to be a Jags coach saying Duval like that. Jags fans won't allow it. They'll be like, what are you doing? What's up, hat?
Hat on fire. Literally, his hat is on fire.
My God, it's true. Ginger, what's the issue with the Cubs? Why don't you like the Cubs? I'm going to grab a beer. Be right back.
Catch stands. Awesome. So here we go. First and goal. Got Kelsey lined up. They're going to pitch it. This is the rookie. And Smith takes it to the 2-yard line. Running the football. They got the rookie from SMU, 7th-round pick. They're starting to work him in to this offense. Second and goal.
Ginger, another voodoo ranger. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Who was that? Their rookie 7th rounder?
Yeah, rookie running back taken in the 7th round. And we'll see what they do here.
I'm seeing 47 now. And I'll let you know when they snap it.
Oh, did he get it? Incomplete. They're calling it incomplete.
Oh, was that Rice?
That was Xavier Worthy back in the end zone. So what did you mean 47?
Oh, no, I was just looking at the number. I was trying to match it up here. I'm looking at Worthy right now in the huddle. They break.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. I see Mahomes on the line. Ball snapped. Rolling. Throwing. Travis Kelce touchdown. Flag is out. Flag is out. Flag is down. This is going to be potentially an ineligible man.
Oh, possibly.
What is this? An illegal pick. They're going to call a rub route.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But that's how you can get around it, is instead of running your route through him, you just kind of sit down right there. Mm-hmm. And that way you can't get called for that. So you notice he didn't make contact because he stopped and just kind of did a curl before.
I was going to say, yeah, he's in his route. The guy bumped into him technically, like you're saying, to get around that.
It's been a weird call. Denver ran this last week and they took the touchdown away.
Mm-hmm.
Same play. That was on Monday night, and I think that's just one of those rules in the NFL where there's just hasn't been a ton of consistency. They call it a rub route. They call it what is it? A shove route. An illegal pick.
Yeah.
But it's like, so as an offensive play caller, you're like, okay, well, we have to run the play. So it has the same desired outcome is to pick a player, but we have to do it in a way that makes the receiver look innocent, like he was just running his route. And we have to sell it like, no, this had nothing to do with that. This is just him running his route. So and then we find out, if the ref fell for it or not. In that time, I think the Chiefs are trying to sell it by like, hey, don't even hit the guy, just curl right there. And then it's like, oh, I was just running, a curl route right there. And
he bumped into me, ref. He bumped into me.
Yeah. At some point, it's like defenses just need to know, like, we have to switch. Like, we can't be playing man coverage down there. Against teams like the Chiefs that are going to run that a bunch, like, just switch.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
You shouldn't be – it's hard to follow, your man like that when they're crossing each other in a tight space.
Agreed. We got D-Rock in the chat.
Oh,
D-Rock and Lily. What's up, everybody? What's up?
All right. So the Chiefs get on the board first. Mahomes gets his passing touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Did you have any parlays or anything on this game? I one of my buddies hit me up, asked about the over. He said, what do you think about over 46? I said, take the over of 46, 23 points each team. I think we can go higher than that for sure in this game.
Yeah, so I have a couple, and I'm looking right now to see some. Let's see what receiving. Uh-oh. The ball snapped it.
Oh, it's beyond the 1 yard line.
So he said that was downfield enough to be a flagrant offensive pass interference.
Oh, is that why Mahomes was talking about the one?
Yeah.
It's like he went more than 1 yard. Oh, man. They football players, man, they know the specifics of this stuff.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And we could see that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, big return here. 35-40. All the way to the 40-yard line.
I love these throwbacks, and it's so funny because, like, growing up, these just were their jerseys, and I thought they were ugly.
I'm still not even a fan of these throwbacks because
just that teal color is like coming back for me.
Yeah, I mean, this is a throwback of like 2009 with David Gerard back when he was their
early
quarterback.
2000s, late 90s.
Yeah, it's like, do you remember David Gerard though? And he took him to the playoffs. Yeah,
I was at the bowling alley when he beat the Steelers.
Yeah, there you go. That's what the game was. Lawrence fakes the handoff, gonna throw it for a screen pass. It's gonna go for a first down and much more into Chiefs territory at around the 48-yard line.
All right.
That was Strange, I believe, right? Their tight end. Strange.
Was that Strange?
Yeah, 85. Was that Strange?
No, literally though, like Strange.
D-Rock, your Dodgers are killing the Phillies right now, 4-1. All right. Under center, snap, hands it off. ETN up the left side, and it's going to go for about 5 or 6 yards. So second and somewhat short coming up.
Second and short coming up. And now keep in mind, Jacksonville third in the NFL in rushing yards per game under Liam Cohen, who first season with a team like Jacksonville. I mean, we're seeing a lot of teams struggle. Like the Jets are looking at, like, do we just tear it all down? Tennessee, And Jacksonville coming out with a chance here to be 4-1.
Yeah.
After beating the 49ers last week on the road.
And ETN up the middle again is going to get about 3.5 yards. So it's going to be a third and very short coming up here for the Jags. And like you said, I mean, they're running the ball really, really effectively. They're running it so well with ETN that they got rid of Bigsby, which last year, you tell a Jags fan last year that they're going to get rid of Bigsby, and you're like, what?
Right.
He's been the best guy, but they, take him to Philly.
ETN's like having a breakout year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a lot to offer. And he's like one of the best in the league right now. 3rd and 2. Lawrence keeps it and he gets it. Good job on him keeping that knee from touching before the ball. I think that's kind of a bad spot, to be honest. There we go. That's the spot. I
was going to say that is definitely a bad spot. It's something a first down. The guy tosses it to the other ref. He's like, here you go. But I thought for sure he was going to get taken down before he got the first down. But like you said, like good job on him to not get the knee down until he crossed that first down. And he had that well over a yard.
Yeah. Here we go. Trevor, was he under center here? Gonna fake the handoff this time and throwing it. Caught. Brian Thomas Jr. flag comes out. And careful. Looks like he almost lost the ball in the middle of it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you're that wide open, something went down.
The Jags think it's on KC.
I think it's offensive pass interference.
It's on the defense.
Wow.
It's on the defense.
And no.
Liam Cohen's got this offense rolling right now. And this is what's so great about being a top 3 rushing team is Kansas City has to respect their ability to run the football. And when you play the play action, the best teams that run the football have the most success at the play action. And Brian Thomas Jr. is just such a weapon. Here we get him back under center, ETN in the backfield. Who's 5? They're going to hand it off.
I was just about to ask you.
Who's 5?
I'm going to pull up the rosters here, actually, because that probably is going to be a little bit better. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's Kansas City. Yeah, okay. That is going to be Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown's with the Jaguars?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Wow, so this is a Marquise Brown revenge game?
Marquise Brown revenge game, dude. Because no. I'm looking at the wrong team. De'Ami Brown.
Okay. I'm like, wait, I just bet on him, and he was with the Chiefs.
You're like, what's going on here?
So the end of the first quarter, 7-0, but Jacksonville threatening to score here. And I see these two teams like very equally right now. Like if I built you a power rankings, the Jacksonville Jaguars would be very close to the Chiefs, even though the Chiefs haven't been. Oh, are you looking for something?
Chase.
Oh, even though the Chiefs haven't been winning, I thought what they did to Baltimore last week, getting Xavier Worthy back, just absolutely takes them to a top level.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's exactly what everyone was saying. Like, without Rashee Rice the first 6 games or so, Xavier Worthy was going to be their playmaker. And again, like you said, you saw how that offense basically became a better offense with Xavier Worthy in the lineup. They were missing that the entire time, a number 1 wide receiver. And, Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquise Brown, whoever else they got on there, Hollywood Brown, like, it's just not doing it right now for this offense. But getting Xavier Worthy back was much, much better. Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos. I mean, I could fuck with some Doritos Locos Tacos right about now. The Plague series, yes, I totally understand. Yeah, Dodgers right now beating up on the Phillies 4-1. Cubs game going to start here in about 15 minutes. It is going to be exciting. Cubs need to win this game too. Cubs need to win game 2. Did McDaniels get fired today? Not yet, but kind of like D-Rock said, I feel like it is that time. That it's getting to be that time for McDaniel, unfortunately. Lifetime Reds fan, Rick. That's why I fuck the Cubbies. Oh man, I always feel so bad for Reds and Pirates fans in the Central because you guys develop talent, you guys draft talented players, and then just ship them off, and that is just no way to run a franchise, and it sucks. But I mean, it's just rough. It's just rough. I don't know how fans are still fans of those teams when they're just consistently giving away their best players. So they're back, second and goal, start of the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence, shotgun, 3 wide receivers wide, 1 running back, 1 tight end. Inside the hot zone. Snap, fakes the handoff, rolling right. Trevor Lawrence looking, going to get it to ETN and get down to the 2-yard line.
Give it back to ETN, baby.
3rd and goal upcoming. 3rd and goal upcoming. The Reds, I haven't met a Reds fan out in the wild. And the funnier thing, D-Rock, is you met a Reds fan in an NFL community. 3rd and goal at the 2, or around the 3, actually. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. He's going to motion, rolling right, going to take it himself. Oh, and he gets tackled out of bounds before crossing the goal line. Hicks hits Trevor Lawrence hard out of bounds, and we're looking at a 4th and goal right now. Kyle, are they going for it, or are you going field goal here?
Going for it.
Kyle's saying they're going for it. And there's Hicks. Bop. He didn't even get past the pylon. That was a good tackle.
Yeah, I think you have to go for it, to be honest.
Yeah. All
Here
right, Trevor Lawrence
inside the 1.
QB.
They're going to pass it to Strange.
Snap.
Oh, the ball. Oh my God, interception.
Chiefs recovered.
Interception.
Oh no.
They have said how long? They literally coached. God. They coach you not to do that.
Yeah.
Never do that because you won't hold on to the ball. Look, this is technically an interception.
No, because it was batted out of his hands. Right there, does not cross the goal line.
Wait, that's a touchdown.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, once the ball broke the plane, it's a touchdown.
But did he have control of it?
Yeah,
we saw that with
running.
We saw that with the Cardinals. We saw that with the Cardinals yesterday when the guy let go of the ball.
But he let go before he crossed the plane.
Are they going to call a touchdown?
They should, because look, right there, look.
No control. Did not cross the plane. No.
Oh, that angle is way different than the last one.
Yeah. From this angle, it does not look like he crossed the goal line. Yeah, literal centimeters.
The second angle, when the official came on and said that he didn't.
Yeah.
I get your control question.
Mm-hmm.
The other angle, it showed the football being like over the plane, and it hasn't even been hit yet.
Oh, I saw the hand, the either Karlaftis or whoever was the linebacker there for the Chiefs. I saw the hand on there before it crossed the goal line. So depending on the control, or even if it even crossed the goal line, I think it's going to stand as a fumble recovery by the Chiefs.
Let's see. Kansas City. Let's see if they can do their drive to end in a safety. Here it is, drive result.
To bet on it?
Yeah, I was curious what the odds would be.
Gotcha.
This would be a long drive. So you could do To catch a pass, Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, Marquise Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton,
Taekwondo.
all of them.
Wow.
And
D-Rock saying fumble. What do you guys think? What
is going on right now? FanDuel's tripping, dude. It just said touchdown Kansas City. And then it said under review.
I was going to say, like, there's an official review going on. I don't know what FanDuel is talking about.
And then they took it off. They're
like, that's our intern, Mike. We usually don't let him do this, but today we did. Yeah, we're not going to let him do it again.
I'm just thinking, like, if Kansas City goes on a long drive, all right, they got 98 yards to go. Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, Marquise Brown, Juju Smith, and Thornton all catch a pass. I get $200.
Ooh.
Let's
go.
I feel good about that. Watch it be a 3 and out.
Yeah.
That's okay because I only put $1 on it.
Bears on Monday Night Football next week. Let's see.
Yeah.
No touchdown. Yeah, that was fumbled way before he got across the line. I agree, though.
Different angles.
Yeah. It all depends where the camera is, too. So the Chiefs are going to start at the 3. It's going to be Hunt. Oh, big run to the 20, 30, 34-yard line. Kareem Hunt with a huge run. 30 yards.
What a bummer for Jacksonville. You got him pinned deep. You're looking at trying to get a safety, and no, they run it for 50 yards. It's like, man, I could understand breaking a pass because you were playing the run trying to get the safety. You were trying to get the safety, and they ran it on you.
Yeah.
That's
how confident they were, and it's kind of slap in the face too. Mahomes quick throw left side. Xavier Worthy stiff arms his way to about 5 yards on that play.
1 down, 4 to go.
Is that the receptions?
Yeah, to catch a pass on this drive.
Ah, okay.
Xavier Worthy, check. Now Travis Kelce, Marquise Brown, Juju Smith, and Thornton. Thornton's in. Love to see it.
There you go.
2nd and 5. This is Kelce. This is Kelce right here.
Shotgun. Mahomes takes a snap, low snap, looking, passes left, and it's going to be Marquise Brown this time, who gets a big first down into Jags territory. This offense humming right now with the Chiefs.
That was Marquise Brown?
I'm pretty, Hollywood Brown, yeah.
All right, check.
De'Ami Brown's the other 5.
Now it's just Juju, Kelce, and Thornton. $200.
You're going to get it. You're going to get it. On, good block there by Kelce.
Yeah, because they love to do those just quick throws.
Right there. Boom. Just absolutely smoked that guy.
Freaking Xavier Worthy's like, that's how he broke my shoulder.
Yeah, that's how I got fucked up that first game. 1st and 10, Mahomes, snap, rolling right, looking, back in the pocket, looking, under pressure, rolling right, throwing deep right side, caught wide open for a first down. Yes. Thornton. Kyle.
All right, now you just need Juju and Kelce.
Dang. There we go. Great. How are these guys getting that wide open, man? I just there's a lot of time happening. He said,
"Go too much time." Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, honestly, Mahomes spent way too much time. Like that.
He did.
That he was open for a while, right? Here.
Yeah.
Right
Number
here. 1, 2,
on the missed
3,
coverage.
4.
Inside the hot zone, Mahomes shotgun snap, hands it off Hunt up the middle. No, it's going to be Mahomes himself. Touchdown.
Damn it.
Wow. And he dusts himself off.
Close.
Touchdown, Mahomes.
I'm so close. But Thornton hit the over. Thornton's got 90 receiving yards already. That is incredible. And
wow,
they just haven't been valuing Tyquan Thornton the way I the way I look at him is like the arguably number one receiver in this offense. But when you look at Thornton's numbers, it's like 13 and a half. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
And he's already at 90.
Snap, hold, kick is good. And the Chiefs go up 14-0 in this game where we saw a fumble at the goal line by Trevor Lawrence. Kyle said it earlier, like that's the stuff that you're coached not to do. And honestly, the way that play was looking, if they would have just like pushed them in, whoever was in the backfield, I forget if it was a tight end or ETN, I think the Jags score. I think it's a 7-7 game, but instead Trevor Lawrence playing a little too much of a hero ball. It seems like jumped up, tried to get the ball across the goal line, knowing that he just needed to cross the goal line with the ball to score. Instead gets fumbled before it crosses the line. And again, you just like, why are you doing that? You've got an amazing field position there, because even if you don't get it, then they're starting at inside the 1 at the 1 yard line. The Chiefs are. So I don't know. I don't do that again. I think Trevor Lawrence for the rest of his career, however long it is never going to do that again. You do it once and it makes that much of an impact where the team goes 96 yards, I believe, to score. You're never doing that again. You're never going to make that mistake again. So Trevor Lawrence, very questionable as to why he would do that. And yeah, Ginger, honestly, give ETN the ball. You're one of the better running teams and you've improved vastly over last year. Give it to ETN there. Get the score with your running back instead of, again, jumping, trying to get the ball across the goal line. That just, it doesn't work as much as I feel like a lot of people think. Keep betting Thornton. He's going to have a huge day. Is Thornton a rookie? What? He was 80, right? Tyquan Thornton. No, it's his 4th year out of Baylor. Oh, okay. So he's definitely not a rookie. Where was he coming from? So he came out of Baylor. His career, New England. And I remember why the name sounded so familiar, because we called the Chiefs. We streamed the Chiefs. What game was it? It was a primetime game with the Chiefs a couple weeks ago or so. That's where the name came in, and we were looking him up actually too. And we're like, wow, Tyquan Thornton doing really, really well. Fumble from Jax reminds me of Stevenson from Pats last night. There was so many in that game, Lily. It was ridiculous. That game was ridiculous. I knew the Jags were in trouble when Lawrence threw a pick and Cohen was yelling, and he just brushed him off like first game of the year. Oof. And the kickoff is going to be taken back to the 30 for the Jags. That's going to be that's where their next drive is going to start. Just hit a 2-run play. Now it's 3-4. Oh, okay. Yeah. Dodgers are only up 1 right now. That relationship is clearly non-existent. You think Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen are at odds right now? Kind of brushed them off. That's what Ginger was saying. You noticed a brush off after Cohen was yelling.
They say that about Bo Nix and Sean Payton all the time, but that's
true.
It's sometimes just hard to hear.
ETN up the left side of the line is going to get about 2 yards. And the good thing about the Bo Nix, Sean Payton thing was Drew Brees came out later and was like, yeah, that's how Sean is. And Sean can appreciate what Bo does in talking back and being like, look, this is what I saw, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, you're like, they're fighting.
Yeah. I wonder.
Then you hear the press conference. No, he just asked me how I was doing. And I said, good.
Yeah.
It's like none of your business. Yeah. But it's just
exactly.
Like competitive spirit, in the heat of the moment, even if they are John, it's like, it's not like there's really something wrong.
Lawrence up the middle gets sack. Lunch.
No, I'm not saying their relationship isn't at odds. I just haven't heard anything about it. But
yeah, and this would be probably, I think, a good. I'm not saying he needs to do this, but if Baker came out and was like, "Oh yeah, Liam's like that," as a play caller, if you do something dumb, he'll call you out on it. Because this is the first time Liam Cohen's a head coach, so I'm not saying that
Andy's
Baker
really
has to do it.
good.
I would say it helped.
Like, you know what I mean? So usually the ones that are good care.
Exactly. So it's 3rd and 10. Lawrence shotgun, 4 wide, 1 running back to his right side. Looking at the defense for Kansas City, they're showing blitz, takes the snap, and it gets blown dead.
Now, this is what I was talking about. What's keeping me from taking Jacksonville and putting them in my top 10, they lead the NFL in penalties. Now, they haven't figured out how to do the little things right. Yeah, exactly as Troy Aikman, you can't have it.
Yeah.
You can't have false starts on the road. I mean, I'm sorry, at home.
At home, especially. Yeah, 3rd and 15 now. Wait, I thought there was another penalty.
It's already 3rd and long. Now it's 3rd and 15. And
yeah,
Brian Thomas Jr. is the only guy that can save you here unless they run a simple screen with Strange.
Trips left, shotgun.
Travis Hunter.
Trevor Lawrence
on him
in the pocket, going deep right side, incomplete. He almost got sacked, and Brian Thomas is going to get a flag for pass interference there.
Wow.
I mean, he tackled him before the ball got there. Of course, that's pass interference.
What are you seeing right now?
On my screen?
Yeah.
Coach. Now pass interference ref. 35.
I'm seeing coach now. Okay. Let me restart the game. Here we go. All right, now I'm seeing the replay.
Replay, Thomas.
Yeah.
And cut.
Yep. I'm with you now.
And tackle.
Ball
hits the ground. Oh yeah, we're in sync.
I'm literally inside of you.
Bye. As you say that, KC, the Chiefs feel ready to unload in someone. KC settle
did
down.
Not mean it like that.
Unnecessary horniness, 15 yards on KC. Trevor Lawrence.
I know KC doesn't talk like that.
2 yards on that run. Casey's head in hands like, that's not what I meant. D-Rock's asking Kyle, trade season is coming up in the NFL. Anyone you're thinking of that's going to get traded? He's saying he would like AJ Brown. Tyreek Hill for sure, but I think he's injured for the rest of the year. I think Trevor Lawrence back to pass, 2nd and 8, going to take it himself up the middle, going to get a first down and tackled inside Kansas City territory at around the 45.
I think we forget that he can run, A lot of times when you're talking about like dual threats, people don't really consider Trevor Lawrence a big dual threat guy, but he's got some speed.
Yeah.
20 rushing yards. Like he doesn't get caught by that linebacker. He's able to. There's a lot of
run him.
Yeah, exactly.
And another run left side is going to go for negative yardage. It seems like possibly a 2nd and 12, if not a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Yeah, Tyreek is out for the season, and the Dolphins are more than likely going to release him at the end of the year. Multiple ligaments, including the ACL, that required surgery this week. The goal will be to be ready week 1. So Tyreek Hill, unless you can, if the Dolphins are probably going to release him, is what the news is saying, and unless you can get something for an injured Tyreek Hill, I think he's going to be just going through his surgery and all that. As a big pass left side, Trevor Lawrence, big move there, close to a first down.
Wow.
Who was that? Who's number? Oh, is that's Travis Hunter. There he is.
I thought Travis Hunter would have himself a a good game being on prime time,
Yep.
family watching.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It looks like it's a first down, but we'll see where the ball went out and where they spot it.
How does my lighting look?
Looks good. Under center, Lawrence, 1st and 10, takes the snap, going to hand it off. No, fakes it, looking in the pocket, going deep left side, wide open, incomplete, intercepted, Chiefs. No, they drop it.
Oh, my God.
It bobbled on like 3-4 players, and they drop it.
Wow.
Oh, they had 2 opportunities to intercept that tipped pass, and they could not come away with it. That would be a ridiculous second turnover in a row for the Jags.
That was almost as crazy as the freaking Titans game yesterday.
Yeah. Tip. Oh, 23 and 32 each had a hand on it, and they couldn't come down with it. Tipitis has struck. Throw left side, sort of a wide receiver bubble screen there, and goes for about 5 or 6 yards for the Jags. Casey is tossed. And that's Tutton, whatever, however you say his name. Tootin. We got Tootin.
He was hurting for a Tootin.
3rd and 4 now. Inside the 30-yard line of the Chiefs. Trevor Lawrence trips left in the shotgun. Running back to his right. Motions Hunter left side. Looking to pass in the pocket. Looking left. Going to scramble now himself. Take it up the middle. Inside the red zone. Inside the 15-yard line for Trevor Lawrence. He's doing it all right now.
Yep. And that's just – I can't tell you what frustrates me. There's not much that frustrates me more than being down 2 possessions. It's 3rd and 4. And you have – like, look, 85 is wide open, strange, and I get that. But if there's an opportunity for you to pick it up on the ground, that is a sure thing.
Yeah.
Why take a chance of, something ending a drive?
Exactly.
You need that conversion. You need to score. You need to call timeout.
And the play's going to be blown
Liam Cohen
dead. 3-run jack by Seiya Suzuki and the Cubs versus the Brewers. Let's go.
Liam Cohen looks a lot cooler than I thought.
And the teal does him favors instead of the Bucks uniform, right?
Yeah, like I thought he looked more like a Randy. And then when he was with the Bucks, and now he looks more like a Chad with the
I don't know if that's any better, but I'm going to assume you're saying that in a good way.
Yeah, just like a guy that, like wears board shorts and flops. Like he definitely has a house in Ponte Vedra, like on the beach.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He's probably more of a Jack's Beach guy. Ponte Vedra's too uppity for him.
He's a blue collar dude. 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line in the shotgun. Trevor Lawrence motion left side, takes a snap, rolling left, looking to pass, going to get it in the end zone. And I guess him and Brian Thomas are not on the same page there.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr., I think he was trying to stop, felt like the corner was playing the back corner. And man, I just thought, why not get that to ETN?
I was thinking the same thing too. You're gaining 5 yards right there in that pass. And he's probably right a good shot at a first down.
And you got that. Now, I think what was probably attractive about that throw to Lawrence was that the corner had his back turned completely.
Yeah. Lawrence going to hand it off. ETN up the middle. Gets 9 yards on that carry. 3rd and 1 upcoming.
Jacksonville. It's really important that they score here because if this game gets, out of control, you're going to see Jacksonville be forced to play a different style of offense when they excel at something. And if you're top 3 running the football, you don't want to give that up because that is why you're 3-1. So a touchdown here keeps Jacksonville, keeps their playbook and what they do best on the table for them.
Lawrence going to pitch it right side ETN. ETN's going to get a 1st and goal inside the point of no return.
That's just ETN. This pitch should have been a loss of 1 or a gain of nothing. This is just great running. Like, I value these runs right here. You get the pitch, and there's plenty Chiefs in position ready to make that a gain of nothing. And ETN's able to say, no, I'm going to put my foot in the ground, cut up field, and gain 3.
Lawrence shotgun, motioning ETN to the left side. Another tight end to the right side. Has 2 receivers to his far left. Snap, looking to pass. Throws left, wide open, touchdown.
Man, how do you keep getting ahead of me?
Oh, am I ahead of you?
Touchdown.
And that was
Washington.
Parker Washington on a 3-yard touchdown reception. Great ball placement there by Trevor Lawrence. He put that ball exactly where Washington can go and get it. And the cornerback there for the Chiefs just had his back turned. Cook, number 6, had his back turned, didn't see the ball. Didn't even, like, I don't
throw
even,
the game right there.
I was going to say, like, I don't even think he knew the ball was thrown.
That's an insane ball.
And the extra point is good.
That's just
and
good.
And the
ball.
Jags get on the board.
And then, did he miss that?
Oh, no, okay. he got it.
Looked weird. That's the thing about Trevor, man. He's a gamer. Like, I'm going to take off and run multiple first downs and then cap the drive with an elite throw. Like, I love it. I mean, if I'm a Jags fan, I'm like, all right, this is going to be a good game. This is not going to be like, no, this is a good chance for the Chiefs to really, like, pummel somebody and say, like, hey, whatever you thought about us, it's not true. No, Jacksonville will not go gentle into that good night. They will rage against the dying of the light.
Kyle is a poet in his off time. Yeah, no, and that makes up for the fumble at the goal line. Although, again,
being a poet.
Yeah, 100%. You just wish, if you're a Jags fan, you're like, why couldn't you just,
better
get that touchdown? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, ETN too. I felt like that flat route. So whenever a defensive back doesn't have his head turned and he's looking at the quarterback, like, that's how you want him to be. How many pass interferences do you get because a DB is like standing like this and the quarterback is behind him?
Yeah.
And the receiver just stops and then he runs into him.
Yep.
Because he's not paying attention to the play at all.
He's like, it's a curl route. What happened?
I think the throw, when he ignored ETN in the flat and threw it in the end zone, I think he was trying to draw pass interference because the DB had his back turned. But unfortunately, Thomas Jr. just stopped and he didn't even continue to run. I thought he could, if he would have kept running in the back of the end zone and kind of like jump and let him hit him a little bit. There's a real art to drawing offensive pass drawing defensive pass interference. And I think Trevor was trying to do that because it was a good situation for it, but they were not on the same page.
One sec, just looking something. Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
And pass interference rant is over. Nah, Randy's with Seattle.
Nah.
I got these deodorized shoes for like gym bags and lockers. They're little footballs.
They're little football. Oh, like to put them in your shoes, like when you're not wearing them.
Yeah, they keep them smelling good.
I need that.
Ooh, they smell good.
Rick, that's Big Dick Kyle, the poet. That's right, Lily. That's right. My analysis on Trevor so far in his career is he can make literally any play, but can literally look like the worst guy in the league too. I mean, yeah, and he turns the ball over quite a bit as well that we've seen, but hopefully with Liam Cohen's offense, I mean, it looks better already, and like Kyle said earlier, it's been getting better. And they're going to do a quick toss. It's going to lose about 7 yards. Xavier Worthy unable to get away from the tackle of Hines Allen.
Jeez.
Big oof.
And now we get to see like how aggressive Jacksonville wants to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe they want to get the ball back.
Man, and it looked like if Hines Allen doesn't get his hands on Xavier Worthy's got at least a 7-yard play.
Do you like
second
my
and 16
footballs?
I do, and they make your shoes smell better.
And they make your shoes smell better.
Before Trevor got injured, I was sure he'd be a top 10 quarterback inside of 5 years, and I think that was the expectation for Jags fans as well. Casey, if not the entire NFL, was he was going to be like an elite QB. And, what was it, 2022, where he was in the MVP talks? Where he was.
I have him in my top 10.
But yeah, I mean, he was definitely good there. He showed you what he can do elite-wise. It's just.
He's in my top 10.
Yeah, and I think like the whole thing with that coach from Florida, and then the Doug Peterson stuff
Urban
going
Meyer.
on. Urban Meyer, yeah, it's just been not great for him. I just that whole Jacksonville team, but I mean, I think he can still do it. Maybe he can still do it.
They haven't done him any favors.
Exactly.
And Jacksonville, I feel bad too because like the Shad Khan, the owner there, like. He's trying, man. Like he just like I will spend whatever I need to. Like, he came in as a guy that didn't know much about football, but he like dove right in, to the sport and like very similar to like the story on Apple TV, but it's soccer. Ted Lasso.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like very similar to that story where you like just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna learn, as I go. And and he's just been trying so many different things. And it's funny because I really do think like right now, because before it's like they had Trevor, you felt good about that, but the team around sucked, and then Urban Meyer's at the bar, grinding on people, not taking the team flight home.
That's so weird.
That's unheard of. I couldn't imagine.
So weird.
Like getting done with a game and then not being with your boys.
Exactly.
Like, I've gone to every Broncos game, and I go outside and I see Sean's the first guy. He sits in the first seat on the bus and he drinks his Gatorade and he eats whatever snack he has. And then he goes back. He's with the team. He's not like, doing his own thing. So I think they've had a lot of pieces, but right now I think they have it all.
And going to get rid of it there. His Mahomes unable to find anybody open as he was running right.
I think it's the first time where you can check those major boxes. Okay. Do you have the owner? Do you have the quarterback? Do you have the coach? Yep. All right. Well, then we can get by with this. But they also have Brian Thomas Jr. They got ETN. They draft Travis Hunter. Like this is a team that is, I think, a couple years away from being a serious Super Bowl contender.
3rd and 16 now for the Chiefs. Mahomes shotgun looking to pass in the pocket. Going deep right side. No, he doesn't. He drops it off to, I believe that was Hunt. I thought he was going to go deep and instead fooled everyone, including
that
myself.
Was a change-up pitch.
Yeah. He was just like, nope, just kidding.
Jacksonville.
Minute 33 and counting.
Why isn't Jacksonville calling their timeout?
Yeah, they got one left.
What are you doing? They're not going to spend 40. That's so stupid. That is dumb as frick. You're like, well, we want to have it on offense. Why? You're not going to take the whole play clock on offense.
You could spike it too. You could spike it. Yeah.
You save maybe 20 seconds on offense. On defense, you would have got the ball back with a minute 35 seconds.
Oh, and it takes a KC bounce all the way to the 7-yard line. And now they have 54 seconds left. Lawrence in the offense trotting out there. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Why is it not? Why don't you take the time out there? Give Lawrence and this offense a minute 26 seconds. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And now you got to go 93 yards for a score in 54 seconds. It's possible. I just not a good move.
Yeah. Terrible.
All right. Well, 54 seconds before the half. And like I said, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars have to go down 92 yards for a score, or at least to try to get in range for a field goal. Although, I mean, you're going to take whatever points you can get, I feel like, at this point, because if you're looking at a fourth or whatever and you're in field goal range, you take the field goal. Lawrence shotgun, 4 receivers, 1 running back to his right. Chiefs looking for some pressure here, looking to pass in the pocket, throws left, and that is caught. That is going to be Brian Thomas Jr. there, number 7 with the catch. 43. Tick.
You're like 10 seconds ahead of me.
Okay, let me know when they snap the ball after they get that first down at the 21-yard line.
Okay, snap.
Here we go. Lawrence looking, rolling right, looking, dives downfield, throws right, caught. Oh, no. Dropped, but there is a flag.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
They got it. No, he's okay.
Yeah, number 32 seems to be holding on to something, and there's a flag. We'll see what this flag is here. Holding on the offense.
Now you're down to 25 seconds, and I just don't understand the timeout. Like, you needed to get some points because Kansas City receives the ball in the second half. Why wouldn't you have called your timeout at 1 minute 35 seconds? Why did you let it go all the way down to a minute? I mean, it's just like, it's really what's the upside? It's driving me crazy because now there's 27 seconds and you're on the 10.
Lawrence back to pass, throws right up the middle. Washington gets back to the 24-yard line. It seems like 19 seconds and counting. I don't even like, you need a big pass and out of bounds here, then a spike or another pass out of bounds. They got nothing going on here. Trevor Lawrence back to pass. Last play of the half, and he's going to get sack lunched. Nom. Second quarter over.
What
Chiefs,
a terrible end.
Up 7. Yeah, that was bad. That was not good. That was not good one bit. And
I can't help but feel like all of that could have been avoided.
The holding call definitely hurts a lot there. But the time, not taking the timeout, man, that may change the game too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure what Liam Cohen was, because now he just takes it into the half, and it's like, what can you do with it? You know,
their best first half in any game this season
for the Chiefs, yeah.
So, I guess getting Xavier Worthy back is like really starting to. I feel like the Chiefs feel like they're really getting in stride here.
Yeah. And you had mentioned it earlier too, having Xavier Worthy back. I feel like that also helps Tyquan Thompson or Thornton really get open in the passing game too. And, you know, you already have Travis Kelce there, who's a big target and a consistent target. So feel like just going to him, getting him more targets is gonna help everyone else get open. Because if you got your eyes on Tyquan Thornton, Xavier Worthy's going to be open for a little bit, and then they're really going to start playing.
-1 receiving yards for Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, he did lose some on that. What do you call that when you throw it forward and like pitch it forward?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
Pass.
Exactly. Yeah. So he did that, and he lost major yardage there.
Luckily for me, I'm going to win my fantasy week, even if he has a bad game. And with one guy on my bench.
Is that you talking about Tyquan or?
Xavier Worthy.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm playing my uncle, and he was laughing at me because Ricky Pearsall was locked during my sister's like one of the parties before the wedding, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to take Ricky Pearsall off of my starting lineup.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't care how how I beat you as long as I win. And I'm like, man, and I have no Lamar Jackson. God, this is gonna be tough. And then I have 150 points right now.
You're like, I think I'm good.
And he's got 119.
That's I'm glad you. I was gonna say, I'm glad you brought up your fantasy team, and now that we got some time here in halftime, Kyle and I are gonna be doing some more content here coming up. Hopefully, depending on when we hash out the details schedule wise next week, if not the week after that. But we were discussing about how we can bring more value to the guys who, all of our supporters who are supporting it by becoming members of the channel. We need to do more for you guys. We're obviously doing some polls, the emojis. We're going to get more emojis done soon too, hopefully. But we're going to be also doing some more content for you guys as well. And some of those things we're going to be probably fantasy and betting oriented, and maybe like some Q&A, football conversations type of videos for you guys. So if you're not a member now, I would definitely suggest you guys become members soon. $2.99 a month to become a member of Only Football Fam. And you're going to get not only like the emojis that you can use, but more content coming up. So yeah, we're excited to bring you guys that, to bring more value, not only to the channel, but to our members and supporters as well. So keep a lookout for that stuff. Me and Kyle are loading up, ready to unload in someone, like KC put it.
How about Rico Dowdle?
He had a good game. Has this season been pretty good too? I know he had a good game yesterday.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard went down, and then Ricky Dowdle comes in, scored a career high 32.4 points.
Damn. There you go. We're already giving you a nice little nugget of info here. Pick up Rico Dowdle. And if he's
available in 60% of the league.
If you don't pick him up, we will have to kill you.
What?
Nothing.
Is he available in my league?
100%.
Rico
Dowdell?
He is.
See? There you go.
No, he's not.
Oh, God damn it. E-Dub! Chiefs are always dangerous no matter what, but the Eagles sizzled them in Super Bowl 59 and have won 3 in a row versus the Chiefs overall since losing to them in Super Bowl 57. Oh, I didn't even realize that. 3 wins in a row against the Chiefs. I mean, that was a week 1 Thursday night football matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, that was the Dallas Cowboys. Never mind. But 3 in a row, that's nice.
Dak
$50
Prescott.
donation.
I can't wait to talk about Dak Prescott later.
Dak did well too, huh? He's been kind of lighting it up. I mean, Dak's always good for like those stats, man. He's always good to just put up yards and touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger, I'll take 15 memberships. Hell yeah.
Sam Darnold, JSN.
Yeah. What
They
a
put in
game
good
that was.
performance.
That was a hell of a game with Baker Mayfield and Ibuka. Dude. Mike Evans may not get 1,000 yards this year because of Ibuka and just how good he is. I feel like a lot of that is going to be going towards Ibuka. I mean, and he did amazing against the Seattle defense yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Jamar Chase finally had a good week.
Yeah, I was
9 points.
And if you traded Jamar Chase and you kind of got a good amount in return, yeah, you're probably like, oh man, this would have been a good time to start him. But also, I don't think it's going to happen very often for the rest of the season. But Zach Taylor did say that he is definitely open to a change of quarterback, which, you should be. That shouldn't even be something you consider. That should be something that you do.
You want to hear the craziest thing? CJ Stroud finished with more than 20 points for the first time since week 4 of last year.
Oh my God. Oh my, wait, who did they play week 4?
The Ravens. Oh, you mean last year?
Yeah. I think it was a team. First name, first letter C of the city. Texans. Week 4 game. Oh, damn it. It was the Jags. I thought they had played the Bears, and that was actually week. No, wait, that was preseason. Oh, so it was week 2. Yeah, I was just trying to see if it was after the game where he big broed Caleb Williams, and I was going to laugh.
No. Week 4 last year.
Yeah, week 4 last year. It was week 2 that they played the Texans. So the Texans.
He didn't big bro him last year.
Yeah, he kind of big broed him where he was like, "Hey, bro," in the post game, everybody was saying that where he was like, "Hey, man," he said he was probably saying
because he's giving a rookie advice.
Yeah, but in his second year, like this isn't Tom Brady giving Caleb Williams advice. It's second year quarterback CJ Stroud giving second game in his career.
Yeah, but he's no longer a rookie. Like you learn, that's why they don't haze second year players because
it's not.
You're not a rookie anymore.
Yeah, but a second year player giving advice as if he's like, dude, I've been in the league 10 years. Just keep your head up, something like that. It just didn't. It wasn't a good look. And ever since then, CJ Stroud has not been good. CJ Stroud.
I disagree. I feel like this is like when someone says "bless you" when you sneeze, and you're like, "I'm not religious." It's like, okay.
I don't. I think it's a bad look. It's like, just imagine if Bo Nix last year was given advice from, like, I don't know, who was the second year quarterback last year. Let's say it was Justin Fields or CJ Stroud, for example, or maybe not even CJ Stroud. Let's say Bo Nix was given advice from Bryce Young. From Bryce Young.
Why? CJ Stroud has had a ton of success. Bryce Young hasn't.
I'm saying Bryce Young gives that advice to Bo Nix last year as a second-year quarterback. You're like, Bryce Young, no.
That would be way different because CJ Stroud won Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best quarterback season that we've seen in our entire life from a rookie quarterback until Jaden Daniels last year. Like, CJ Stroud was one of the most insane success stories in NFL history. Like, he came to a team that had 2 draft picks. I mean, in the top 5, they get Will Anderson Jr., CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud is throwing for like 4,500 yards and takes his team to the divisional. I think they won a playoff game.
They won the wild card.
So, like, I get Bryce Young being weird. It's like, bro, you were benched for like the whole season, and like you've only had 2 good games. But like CJ Stroud
there's no
is like,
reason for a second-year quarterback to big bro a rookie quarterback when you've been in the league a year and 2 games.
I don't think it's big broing. I think that's just what the people called it, and maybe Caleb. I feel like if you feel that, like, you're insecure. It was like there were people that were saying about the bananas that who is it that was eating all the bananas on the sideline?
Oh,
Mac Jones.
Yeah,
there was like a comment that was like, he's not even cutting up his banana in pieces. He's just like straight blowjob eating the bananas. And I'm like, if you have to cut up your bananas so you don't think about blowing somebody, like, I have bad news for you. Like,
that I understand, but again, it's a second-year quarterback. If it was CJ Stroud in his 5th year,
but they always talk after the game.
They don't talk like, but you don't, like, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of interactions between quarterbacks post game, and even coaches have talked about it where they're like, what'd you say? It's like, I just said good game, or I just said, hey, good win, or, good game, whatever.
Like,
nobody wants,
head up, it's a long
that's
season.
what I'm saying. Nobody wants to be told like, hey man, you did a really good job. Keep your head up. It's like, no, just, I lost. Let me move on. And you saw Caleb too, like, all right, bro, see it, like, good game. And then going to move on, and then and CJ Stroud kind of held him back and said something, which is like, again, you had a good year. You're a rookie of the year quarterback, no doubt about the year you had your rookie year. But that doesn't, I just,
it's like what you're see. It's like, is he too good for advice from CJ Stroud? Because he's not. You know what I mean? Like, that's the bottom line.
He's too good for
Caleb
a 1 year and 2 game quarterback.
Games.
But he's too good for a 1 year, 2 game quarterback to be giving him advice.
He should be taking all the advice he can get.
Who? Caleb?
Caleb Williams.
Last year, in that train wreck of a team, as the Chiefs get it down to 33, 34 yard line on the kickoff.
It's not like he was like, hey, next time, like, they're running this coverage, do this. It was so generic. It's like what you would say to anybody, like, keep your head up. It's a long season. Don't get too down on yourself. Like, it's like he wasn't actually coaching him up. He was just saying all of the cliche things. Like, he just was. Part of being a successful quarterback is not viewing yourself like, I'm just the first-year guy. Like Jackson Dart, why is it working so well? Because he came into that locker room and he was like, hey, it starts with me. He can't view himself like a rookie quarterback.
But it's different on your own
team. The men.
It's different on your own team. That's a different thing that you're talking about.
The reason CJ works so well is because he doesn't view himself as a rookie. And if that rubs people the wrong way, then it does. But like, you can't. I don't think he should change for other people.
But I don't think he should be giving advice to a rookie quarterback after he's only played a year either.
I wouldn't even call it advice. I
it
think
was something to that.
Say.
It
just
was
you
something
say, keep
to
your
that.
Head up. It's a long season. Doesn't mean you're giving advice. It just
but
means
if you're
being
a quarterback
in
the NFL and you just lost the game, you don't want advice from a rookie.
That's just Caleb being insecure. If that's how Caleb.
It wasn't Caleb who said this. It was everyone else. It's not Caleb. It was everyone else who was saying this.
Yeah.
Caleb never came out and said anything about it. I'm saying we, the fans, were like,
then
why is
what
CJ
are we even
Stroud
talking about it for?
Because
Caleb
I'm telling you, that's
mad about it.
Because we're the fans. Of course we're not. Of course it's not Caleb. Caleb's not going to come out and call out CJ Stroud like that. I'm saying I don't think CJ Stroud should have done that. Like, I don't think that that's a good move. Oh, incomplete pass to Hollywood Brown. 4th and 2 for the Chiefs.
We'll have to agree to disagree on this one.
I think so, but I didn't like it. I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody
fans liked it because they lost. I think that's it.
Well, Caleb lost, but I also don't think that you would appreciate somebody coming up to Bo like that.
Not Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. I don't care. I was like CJ Stroud's biggest supporter his first year.
Right. That's fine. And that's fine. But I'm saying like,
hey, I was just a rookie last year. You were the most successful rookie in NFL history. If you want to have a word of encouragement before you break away, I don't know. I absolutely am not just saying this. I would not care. If it was distasteful, like you said, Bryce Young, after being benched and being one of the worst first overall picks, like, of course, what are you doing, Bryce? Like,
but what
trying to act like you do this all the time. But CJ Stroud, like, yeah, like in my opinion, you've earned that right. You're different than all the other rookies.
In that sense, wouldn't Bryce Young, having had a terrible rookie year, isn't that the same thing? Like, dude, I've been through this shit. It's going to get better. Like, wouldn't you like, isn't that the same way?
Say.
The context matters.
Right. And like, I think a lot of people just looked at body language and decided he big broed him because you could see Caleb was like trying to walk away because he felt so uncomfortable because he's like, no,
he just lost the game.
I don't want people to view you like you're better than me.
But he just lost the game. We're talking about high level athletes. After you lose a game, you don't want that
moment. And then the fans came to like defend Caleb because there were other people saying like, look at CJ Stroud, little bro. Like, I think this is completely fan generated because Caleb Williams did feel insecure.
I agree, but I don't think that Caleb felt insecure. I think he just lost the game and didn't want to hear advice from a second-year quarterback. I don't think it's insecurity. Didn't want to
hear advice from anybody.
I don't think he wanted to hear it after a loss.
But it probably wasn't advice.
It was probably something that he didn't want to hear after a loss, though. That's what I'm saying. When you lose a game, do you want somebody coming up to tell you like whatever it is that Stroud told Caleb after you lost the game?
I think Caleb strikes me as a highly emotional person. So
he is absolutely.
I feel like this wouldn't have even been a thing with Bo because like there would have been no like camera shot. I'm sure that these moments have already happened with Bo. We just don't know about him because he doesn't make a thing about him, you know?
Well, I'm not saying that Caleb did, and I'm not saying Bo would, but I'm saying like,
well, I've seen the video. Like you could see Caleb was like, just like trying to say like whatever he had to do to get away.
Yeah. And he was just kind of nodding, being like, yeah. And then they left. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't think that was the right move there for CJ Stroud to do that. Whether or not he had the
any quarterback should try to talk to Caleb Williams.
I don't think any quarterback should try to tell another quarterback anything after a loss other than, all right, good game, bro. See ya.
You're not a quarterback.
Well, neither are you, but you're saying it's fine. It's like, what do you mean?
Because this is like the norm. You're the one coming in saying like, no, this actually isn't the norm. And it's like, yeah.
Do you watch post-game interactions between quarterbacks and coaches? Do they go on long conversations and talk about, hey, man, this was good. You could do better, blah, blah, blah. That's not what happened. The whole
interaction was like 7 seconds.
Exactly. That's 6 seconds too long for anyone who just lost the game.
I guess if you're insecure.
I guess if you think being insecure means you don't want to hear advice after a loss when you're in the NFL.
I do.
And I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
I do. That wasn't even like, I do. That's exactly what I think.
You're ridiculous, dude.
I think you are.
I don't think
like
that's ridiculous.
Guys are defending something that doesn't need to be defended.
Oh, I'm not saying that I'm defending it. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's the right thing to do.
CJ Stroud was the type of quarterback that your quarterback was supposed to be last year. So if that guy has advice, I would listen.
Well, CJ Stroud now, I wouldn't listen to shit CJ Stroud tells me.
Why? He hasn't missed the playoffs since he's been in the NFL.
And he's looked worse ever since that game.
He still has 2 playoff wins. That's more than Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's true. I'm just saying, I don't think that's the right move to say after a loss in the NFL. Whether it was Caleb, whether it was going deep, wide open, caught.
Oh my God.
Hunter.
You got to put air on that.
Oh my God.
That's a touchdown.
Oh my God.
That's a touchdown if he throws this ball.
Yeah, if he throws it to the left more with more
that
air
is
under it,
just
that's a
an
touchdown.
Incredible play by Travis Hunter. If Travis Hunter doesn't make an insane catch there, that's like a blown opportunity.
Hunter
there it goes.
Again,
back to him.
A yard maybe forward progress there.
There's a flag down though.
Rick and his feelings. Richard, no, I'm not, I swear. What a fucking catch indeed, Ginge. God.
Travis Hunter just hit his
and he came down
over
with it
27 and a half receiving yards.
Did you have that?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got 56 now. He doubled it.
And there's a flag.
Brian Thomas Jr. has 47.
Not.
I just need Strange to have 20. That's their number? I think they drafted him last year in the third round.
That sounds right. As Trevor Lawrence is in the shotgun now, takes the snap. Pocket, passing right side. That is going to be his other tight end.
Munt, come on. Where's Strange?
He's doing strange things in the locker room. And it's going to be a third.
Strange is
short.
Hurt.
Second and short.
If you guys are watching at home, I'm pretty sure Troy Aikman just said why we have. Yeah, Strange is hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he's on the sideline, towel over his head. 2nd and 3.
That's great.
Under center snap. Hands it off. Up the middle is going to be Tootin. And he gets a first down. I believe they're already inside the red zone. If not, that got them inside the red zone for the Jags. And they're looking to score here, tie it up. Under 10 minutes in the third quarter. There's Mr. Duval, Liam Cohen.
Duval.
Oh, 1st and 10. Lawrence, shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Inside the 15, takes the snap, hands it off Tootin. Up the middle, 2 yards. Maybe.
Damn. I can't believe Strange is out now.
There he is, looking sad. Did you have him in the parlay?
He and everything else is hit it.
Questionable with a hip. Yeah. He's not coming back. 2nd and 8. Lawrence shotgun.
Jeez.
Ready, say hut. 3 receivers to the right side. Running back takes a snap. Lawrence in the pocket. Under pressure, rolling up himself. Is he going to extend his arm? He does. And he gets a touchdown. This time, it was a lot easier for Trevor Lawrence to get in the end zone. 10-yard rushing touchdown.
Wow.
And waiting on the extra point so far, it looks like they're about to tie it up with the Chiefs.
We got a ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game.
Trevor Lawrence, is that his 2nd rushing touchdown? No. The first one was he dove.
First one was Strange.
I'm thinking of the one he dove and fumbled.
Yeah, that was that one. Yeah. Where's ETN? I don't think he's injured, but I think they're just going back and forth between Tootin and ETN.
He ran that one from like 15 yards out. It wasn't like they were on the 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy that how many yards does he have? Has he got like 60 rushing yards now?
Lawrence?
I feel like he keeps running it.
44. He's the leading rusher right now.
That's crazy.
Which is insane. This is like Josh Allen. And the Jags tie it up. Lawrence gets into the end zone this time by himself. No fumble.
Kansas City still favorite to win this by 2.5.
It was Parker Washington who scored the last touchdown. Yeah, it was that really nice pass in the left side of the end zone.
To score. What was the running back's name that they Rashad Smith?
For the Jags?
Yeah.
I don't remember running back.
I think that the one they drafted in the 7th round.
I'm not too sure. His last name's Smith?
Yeah.
I don't see anybody on their roster last name Smith. LeQuint Allen. That's the only other running back I'm seeing is LeQuint Allen, who's a rookie this year.
Really?
And Bazul Tootin is also a rookie this year from Virginia Tech.
They got a let me see. Chiefs draft.
Kid Cowboy, what up?
They got Rashad Smith. That's their running back, 7th round.
He must be on the practice squad or in the special teams.
No, he's been in this game. Like they're starting to use him like.
I don't see him on the box score. Unless he hasn't been given a run or a pass. Chiefs taking this kick to about the 33-yard line.
Rushing. No, I see him. Rashad Smith. He's number 30. 1 attempt, 4 yards. And he's got 1 catch for 15 yards.
Oh, the Chiefs. I thought you meant the Jaguars.
Oh.
That's where it was. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see him there. 1 for 4. Yeah. 30. Where's the
best 4-game start in the last 25 years?
SMU, too.
That's crazy.
Chiefs.
That's their best start in 25 years.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Mahomes fakes the handoff. Throws it over the middle. Caught. That is going to be Xavier Worthy. Gets about 9 yards on that reception.
Hell yeah.
And now he's
clutching
at his ankle.
Of course. I had him getting 2 catches on this drive.
And if you're a Chiefs fan like KC is, you don't like what you're seeing right now.
God.
Did I say Jags? ACL? Hopefully not an ACL. Kid Cowboy. Hopefully not the ACL. Jags, not Chiefs. Did I say Jags 1st and 10? I meant Chiefs 1st and 10. Oh, yeah. It looked like a cleat hit the ankle as the guy was falling on top of him.
Okay. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, we'll see how long they keep him out. They definitely don't want Xavier Worthy hurt. 2nd and 1. Pacheco up the middle, and he's going to get a 1st down. Tough 2 yards there.
We'll see if we'll see if he comes back in a couple plays here.
Yeah. Because we were literally saying at the beginning, we're like, this offense has looked so much more effective with Xavier Worthy in the offense as their number 1. And it just looked like shit when he was out. So just like Casey said, let's not get Worthy hurt.
I forgot Ginger doesn't like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Ginger hates Trevor Lawrence, and I am impartial. I'm indifferent.
Because of the AFC. This is your Chiefs. But I'm watching my Chiefs.
Oh, big run or big
Damn.
catch there by Pacheco for 11 yards. He gets past 3 guys. First down.
I haven't seen Kelsey on this drive. Is that unusual or what?
Maybe. There he is on the
Oh,
left side next to Brown.
Oh, good. Worthy's back too.
Yeah, there he is too. And Hunter is defending Xavier Worthy right now. Mahomes, quick pass, right side, and it's Xavier Worthy. Oh, jukes. Oh, no, he stepped out of bounds, but he almost juked him out of into a first down, but he could not.
Second down.
I wonder how many snaps Hunter has on the defense right now. Kid Cowboy, welcome. Kid Cowboy, who's your team? I'm assuming the Cowboys. Yeah, I think we talked about it. I think it was the Cowboys. You're a boys fan. You're a fan of boys. Mahomes hands it off. Pacheco up the middle left side. Gets inside the 30-yard line of the Jags. Helmet comes off and everything. That was so lame.
You didn't like that?
No, that was so funny though.
I like it. I don't like the Chiefs, and I was like, it's pretty cool.
I get it. There's emotions running high, but the point I felt like was an anime character type of thing. It was so funny.
He's like finally running it hard again.
I know. Here we go. Pass left side. And who is that? Is that Thornton?
That's Smith.
Oh, Smith.
Wait, no. That's
Smith.
Yeah.
Is that Brashard?
Yeah, that's the rookie.
And they're checking up on Pacheco on the sidelines. He's like, it's fine. I'm going to put my helmet back on. And I'm going to run hard as hell. This is the first time, though, I will say, like you said, this is the first time I see Pacheco run as hard as he ran in a really long time.
Yeah, it took a while for him to kind of get back into is Kelsey? There he is. Okay.
Here we go. Mahomes back to pass. Lobs it up in the air right side. Too far for Thornton.
Trying to get Thornton a chance.
Yeah.
But not a good throw. Mahomes, why does he always have his one hand like this?
Have you seen pictures of him where he's just like this? I think that's his signal to the refs, where it's like, guys, I'm gonna need a penalty here.
I mean, this is getting out of control. I haven't had a penalty this whole game.
Yeah, what the hell, guys? He's going to fake the throw. Rolling right. Going to take it himself and get about 8 yards. A 3rd and 2 upcoming. Nice little fake there by Mahomes.
And you got...
He is not, Lily.
You got, what's his name? Mahomes saying, I can run too. I don't like to, but I can.
I don't want to do it. Boo, Matt Nagy. Boo.
Dude, I like Matt Nagy. I think he was a good coach for the Bears.
Yeah, but until he wasn't. 3rd and 2. Mahomes shotgun. Snap. Looking to pass in the pocket. Over the middle. Wide open and caught. Hollywood Brown. First down inside the point of no return. The 5-yard line. 8 yards. Mahomes is a magician. Hollywood. Great throw there and great job on number 42 of the Jags. I'm assuming they're safety, preventing a touchdown there. Inside the 4-yard line, Mahomes shotgun, motions Gray. Takes the snap, going to hand it off. Kareem Hunt up the middle, gets stuffed at the line. No gain. 2nd and goal upcoming. .258 and counting in this third quarter. Mahomes wanting to get a score, go up another touchdown. And so far, I mean, they had one turnover at the goal line for the Chiefs defense. But other than that, I feel like Trevor Lawrence and the Jags have been able to do whatever they want on offense. 2nd and goal in the shotgun. Mahomes takes a snap, looking to pass. Quick pass, intercepted.
No.
Jags intercepted. Mahomes goes for the tackle, misses. Kareem Hunt unable to get him out of bounds. Jags at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. 5 touchdown, pick 6.
Wow.
Devin Lloyd, I believe is his name, gets the pick 6 for the Jags. Oh my God. That was a 99-yard return.
Do you think you're playing football?
Do you think you're playing football? Wow. As slow. I mean, he lost gas halfway. Once I was calling the yardage, it was like he was just huffing and puffing, but he gets in the end zone. And the Jags, with a goal line turnover themselves, defense comes up big at the goal line and gets a 99-yard pick 6. And just like that, the Jags go up 21-14. Wow. That one was going to Juju, it seemed like. And Devin Lloyd said, no, thanks. I'll take that. Yeah, kid, that is, yeah. My reaction exactly. D-Rock's loving it. Let's go. Let's go. Just like that, 21-14 Jags. End of the third quarter for the most part. And the Chiefs are now the ones going to be playing catch up here. Tackle him, please. Oh, man. Oh, close, Ginge. It was close. I know you wanted ETN with that, but it is not. I mean, I think if the Jags can score next possession, we're talking running the ball the entire rest of the way for them. Jesus Christ. Kid, love this. Kid said, love this channel. Hell yeah. We love you, kid. We love you. No, Ginge, unfortunately not. Devin Lloyd took that interception 99 yards to the house. Did not step out of bounds. I thought Kareem Hunt pushed them out when they were still in Jags territory, but no, he didn't. The effort was not there. Kyle left just in time. Kid Cowboy, it's the shit. Thanks, Ginge. Family in this piece now, not even a channel. My brothers. We appreciate all the love, guys. What a turn of events that was. He looked like he was going to do pressure and blitz, and instead Mahomes just throws it right at him. See, right there, I thought Kareem Hunt was going to get him, and Tyquan Thornton was doing everything to get there, gets pushed out of bounds a little bit, and still tried to get him out. As the Chiefs are going to return this kickoff to the 10, to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 40 into the Jags 38-yard line, but there is a flag. Oh, no. And it looks like it's going to be on the Chiefs. Oh, no. After that, you get a major return on the kickoff and now a flag. Oh.
It's coming back.
It's coming back. It's coming back. Coming back. Tell the world that it's coming back. Number 43 on the Chiefs got holding. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. And I think, let's see where the holding is here. I guess I don't even know what holding is anymore, guys. These last 3-ish weeks that Kyle and I have been streaming games, there have been some holding calls that I guess I don't understand what a holding is anymore. Mahomes rolling right, looking, going to take it himself. No, he's going to throw it wide open. Was Xavier Worthy for a first down. And Kyle agrees. Whenever that we don't know the receiver didn't have possession of the ball, he bobbled it. It's not a catch. That's where I'm at with holding calls. I don't know what a holding is anymore. It just seems like anything's a holding now. 1st and 10, minute 38 and counting in this third quarter. Mahomes shotgun, motions to the left side. He's going to take the snap here in the pocket, fakes a throw, throws left, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete to Hollywood Brown. Did not put enough air under that. Oh, okay. Devin Lloyd with his 4th interception leads the NFL. And he's a linebacker. Took it all the way to the house.
Haven't seen that since the Super Bowl with Harrison.
Oh, the Steelers, yeah. 2nd and 10. That one. He was huffing and puffing. Mahomes back to pass. In the pocket, throws left. It's going to be caught. Xavier Worthy had a first down if he just falls backwards. Instead, tries to make a move and gets 8.
The only thing good about throwing a pick 6 is that you get to come right back out on the field.
And try to get a touchdown. Yeah, because, I mean, look what happened with Trevor Lawrence, right? He fumbled at the goal line. Next series, went all the way down the field and ran it in for a touchdown himself. So Mahomes is probably looking for that same retribution here on this drive. 3rd and 2. Scattered red fans in a sea of green or teal. Back to pass, Mahomes looking under pressure, going to run it himself for a first down into Jags territory. Goes down around the 44.
All right. And now the Chiefs looking like we haven't seen a field goal yet today.
No, and I mean these defenses have let up everything. Like these defenses are not good right now. They're letting both teams go down the field, no problem.
This will be the final play of the third quarter.
Mahomes is going to snap, hand it off Pacheco, run left side, gets past a couple guys and gets about 7, but there is a flag here.
Down.
It's probably going to be on the Chiefs again. And the offensive holding, there it is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, that is the end of the third quarter. Get your 4s up. Fourth quarter, Jags Chiefs. Jags take the lead 21-14 on a pick 6, 99 yards by Devin Lloyd, their linebacker. And I'm going to grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Hell yeah. Rick's grabbing another beer. I love it. Okay, so because of the holding penalty, it's 1st and 20. So I think they're going to do an Xavier Worthy wide receiver screen. So I'm going to do Xavier Worthy to catch a pass. And then it's going to be 2nd and 10. and I think they're going to throw one to Thornton. So we're going to do just them two. Let's do Travis Kelce and Xavier Worthy to catch the ball here, and then let's go Xavier Worthy touchdown. Let's go Travis Etienne. Is Travis Etienne just not going to score today?
You and Ginger are wondering the same thing. You and Ginger is in the comments like, Cohen, please give it to Etienne. Please. And I don't know if he's going to give it to Etienne. I'm being honest.
I'm like, screw it.
Maybe. I feel like Etienne has to bust a run for a touchdown at this point.
And then let me see what's going on with Strange, the latest. Is Brendan Strange voided? The people are wanting to know. No, they will never be voided. And by the way, if you bet on FanDuel, I love FanDuel. They don't void shit. They don't void anything. If you get hurt and it's like the third series of the game, sorry. Like,
really?
Yeah, like there's other betting sites that will void it if somebody got hurt. Like, oh, sorry, the guy got hurt. We're gonna void it, and we're just basically remove it as if he, you don't get to keep the odds. You lose that line altogether. So the odds will come down.
So then do you lose your money or do you get your money back?
Well, if it gets voided, you don't lose anything. The bet just plays on as if you never selected that. But since they don't void, you lose your money because, of course, that bet can't go through if the player's not playing.
Oh, but then, okay. So if it's part of a parlay, then you lose the money. But if you just do a single bet, it won't.
Both. So like, if you do a single bet or a parlay, it should be voided if he got hurt.
Okay.
But FanDuel doesn't void bets for injuries.
Gotcha. 1st and 19. Mahomes shotgun. They are now back in their own territory around the 47. Motions left side. Snap. Throwing deep right side. Xavier Worthy. Incomplete. No, he overthrew him. What were you going to say, Kyle?
I was going to say it's going to be a quick throw to Xavier Worthy.
Oh, were you ahead of me? Are you ahead of me now?
No, I was just guessing, but it was the opposite of a quick throw.
Kyle had some wishful thinking there, and then it actually happened.
Besides the quick throw part, I thought they were going to like throw a screen.
Yeah. 2nd and 19, and Travis Hunter is limping on the sidelines. Oh, he looks hurt.
Oh, he looks hurt. I just placed the touchdown for it. I'm done today. Okay.
2nd and 19, and I believe there's a timeout being called here by the Chiefs. First of their delay of game. They're going to take a delay of game?
That's the downside of whenever you throw the ball that freaking far.
Yeah. And Etienne wasn't even looking for the ball in the direction where it was landing. Oof. Hunter is injured. Yep. 12 is injured. Yep. Hamstring. Oof.
That was one of the reasons why they wanted to be extra careful with how they were going to utilize him.
Going deep right side. Oh, great job on the pass breakup there by number 30, Brown of the Jags. Incomplete pass. Wow. 3rd and 24 upcoming, and I don't know if they're going to be able to convert this, but if they can, the drive stays alive and their chances of scoring also stay alive. We'll see if they can draw up a play here to get them 25 yards because that, oh man, he underthrew him. You said it earlier. He puts more air into that. That's probably a touchdown for Thornton.
Now they're going to have to hopefully their offensive line holds up. Mahomes will have time. There you go.
And he's going to take it himself. and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10 upcoming.
I just don't understand why you run there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not? You have a bunch of time. The
Mhm.
Jaguars only sent 3 people. You had 5 to block.
Yep.
There's no real time, purposes for you to bail.
Mm-hmm.
They're running zone. So why not just like wait? Buy time. That's what Mahomes does. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
They're gonna punt it here from the 44 of the Jags. Snap.
Watch the fake.
No fake there. And it's gonna be fair caught at the 12-yard line. That is where the Jaguars are gonna start their next drive. Kyle, do the Jags score at least a field goal on this next drive? Or can the Chiefs defense hold?
Something's telling me that the Chiefs defense is going to hold. And for that reason, I'm going to say they score. I'm kidding.
For that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, I think their defense is going to hold them. Jacksonville's, you think about it, they've only gone on 2 touchdown drives. They've been able to move the ball, but for whatever reason, Jacksonville decided to get away from what they do well. I mean, last week you're on the road against a Niners team, and ETN has like 160 yards, and you look at today's game, and you're trying to figure out, okay, so why aren't they running the ball? Because ETN should have way more rushing attempts than he has. I mean, there's no scenario where you should be in the middle of the 4th quarter and ETN, at least
single digits
receiving wise, he has, what is that, 2 catches? He has 9 carries.
Yes. 9 single digit carries in the 4th quarter after last week. No way.
Trevor Lawrence has 7 when he's
a quarterback.
9 carries for 37 yards. I mean, now let's see. Rushing offense. Let's go at rushing attempts per game. Jacksonville, they're 3rd in the league in rushing yards, and they're 6th with 28 rushing attempts per game.
9, 16, 20. They have 20 this game.
Just like get rid of Trevor Lawrence's, because those are like not designed runs. You know what I mean? Like
13.
I'm talking about 13. Hey, we're calling a run on this play. Go out there and run the football. No shit runs. Unless Trevor Lawrence, he had maybe a couple design draws. I'm not sure. But overall, this is a team that runs the football well, and they're usually running it. So why, when teams play Kansas City, I think this is getting cute. A classic case of, hey, let's just play a different style of football today.
Yep.
Why?
Exactly.
And thank God for the pick 6. But I'm the kind of fan that just because I'm in the lead doesn't mean I wouldn't be pissed off. I want to see them get back to the ground game, especially to close out this game.
And Lawrence is going to throw the ball complete for about 3 yards. I agree. I don't know why you're going away from the run. You have 13 attempts from your running backs. And like you said, there's some design draws in there for Lawrence, but unless ETN is nursing an injury or something, or you are seeing something different from the Kansas City Chiefs defense that's not allowing you to run the ball more effectively, I don't see why you don't run the ball. But we'll see here if they go back to it. 2nd and 7, Lawrence shotgun at the 14-yard line, takes a snap, back to pass, throws over the right side, intercepted. Chiefs intercepted inside the red zone is where their next drive will start. And Lawrence is looking at the refs like, no flag?
Yeah, and then their next 2.
Wow. McDuffie.
No sense.
I don't. What did Lawrence want? Did he want a pass interference? A holding? Illegal contact? What did he want there?
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe that's what he wanted. Because if you saw there in the replay, his wide receiver fell down. He didn't know if he was going for, or he was asking the rest for a pass interference call there, possibly. Is what I'm getting from the context here of the situation. But he didn't get a flag. And the ref said interception defense at the 20-yard line. Whoo, boy. This is I feel like Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love are always good for these in every game. They are good for these interceptions where it's like,
yeah,
why? Why did you do that?
Why in the world, right?
Yeah.
I think this game could go into overtime because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at these numbers right now. Tyquan Thornton's over receiving yards is at 90.5. He has 90 right now. So they're saying, like, will he have one more catch? I mean,
touchdown catch right here.
I feel like there's a whole game to be played. What do you mean?
There's still 13 minutes left. Yeah.
Yeah, with the potential of an extra period.
100%.
Then Xavier Worthy's 55.5. He has 42.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at, two more, maybe one if he gets, 13 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Marquise Brown, 35 yards. He's got 28. Like, that's been somewhere where they've gone with the ball. That's 7 more yards, and then Kelsey to have 11 more yards, which Mahomes relies on him way more in these end-of-game situations. So then Etienne over 12.5. He has 12. I mean, so one more dump off to Etienne. And then Brian Thomas Jr. over 61.5. So 14 yards more for him. $5 pays 225. But literally 5 of the 7 are just one more catch and that they're going to hit.
Yeah.
This is why I love live game betting. It's so much better than before the game.
Oh, that's what Lawrence was looking for. And Mahomes is going to fake the throw or get the throw off to Kelsey. First down inside the point of no return, first and goal. So if you saw the replay there, it was almost similar to what did you call the play where a receiver goes a yard up, stands there, and then the defender bumps into him? The rub route?
Rub route, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what was happening there. The defender for KC was going to block his or defend his guy and instead bumped into the receiver. That is what Lawrence was looking at the refs for. And Mahomes hands it off. Kareem Hunt, touchdown.
There it is. Boom.
There it is. And he's going to army crawl. Oh, thriller.
Awesome. I had their 8th drive ending in a touchdown. Travis Kelce hit his over.
Nice.
So all I need now for the Chiefs is Tyquan Thornton to have one more catch along with Worthy and Brown. This is going to be a good game. I feel like this is going to go back and forth still.
12 minutes, 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Tied up if they make this extra point at 21. And we're going to see here. I never speak the
Denver
score.
Went for 2, kind of in the same situation the Chiefs are in right now. No.
Yeah. A lot less time on the clock, though, I will say.
I think I love the going for 2 because you saw how much of a factor that actually was by the end of the game when they were down by 4 points because they actually got into field goal range. That would have gone to overtime if Sean didn't go for 2.
Oh, if they didn't get that first down?
If they didn't get the 2-point conversion, it would have been a 3-point game.
Oh, yeah.
So if that was the case, like the Eagles got into field goal range, but they couldn't kick a field goal because they were down 4.
Yep.
So, like, man, just to see, like, Sean, and if you watched my recaps last week, it was like, we're losing these games because we are playing a different style of football at the end of the games. Whether it's the Bengals where Bo wants to go for 2 and Sean's like, no, the Chargers game, the Colts game, it's like we're getting so conservative, like we're playing scared to lose and not trying to win.
Yeah.
And that 2-point conversion was like, no, we're playing aggressive in this game. We're going to keep our foot on the gas. And look at that. That decision was the difference in overtime, where who knows what happens, and that game coming to an end.
I was going to say, like, that right there, in this instance, I'm going to speak for you, but that right there as a fan, you love to see the aggressiveness, because too many times have you seen going for the safe, conservative play or score leaves you in a situation where now you're going to lose. And then as a fan, you're like, why didn't we do this? Why didn't we score more points? Why didn't we do this? And now you're like, okay, now not only does Sean in this instance, right, for the Broncos going for 2 here, but now he knows that they're getting it and that they're getting it in an effective way, and moving forward, they can call those plays with a little more confidence instead of, in a sense, playing scared or playing conservative football, when all you want is to manhandle your opponent, which is, I think, what every coach and NFL team should do. Yeah,
absolutely. And just a reminder, yesterday, that was me hitting big 200.
Yeah, boy.
256 yesterday.
Doubleheader next Monday. Bears, Commanders, Bills, Falcons. Bills, extra day of rest.
How do you feel about these double headers?
I loved the first double header. Do you remember when we did that one where it was like one game ended and then the next game started? These are an hour apart. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think the NFL is only about a year or so away from there being a full slot of games in London every week.
Yeah.
Where it's like how you have Monday Night Football, you'll just have one game on Sunday morning, and that's your London game. And I think it'll be for the whole season.
When I was listening to a Barstool podcast, and they were saying that the second that they did an international game, the plan was always to do 16, 17, whatever many games, have them be international. So in the next few years, whenever that may be, we are going to have an international game every single week, unfortunately, as Trevor Lawrence gets it to ETN for 4 yards.
I haven't heard anyone else say that.
And that was I forget who they were talking to. Oh man, who were they talking to?
That's already happening?
Not that it's already happening, but that was always the plan, and that it should be a norm.
I just thought there was too much money in it for the NFL. Like, an opportunity to make one more primetime game available. Essentially that's what it is. It's an isolated game where people have to watch it.
Agreed. Totally agree. ETN, right side, gets about 3 to 4 yards there. 3rd and short upcoming. I forget who they were talking to, but it was someone who was in either a media personality or a former player that was like, yeah, that's kind of what's going to be in the works here soon, because we've seen it increase international games wise from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, right? So they're taking up a quarter of the season now with international games. I mean, Jacksonville last year played 2 in a row. So I think eventually, like they said on that podcast, they're going to get to 16, 17 games. 3rd and 2.
Love seeing them run the football.
Lawrence rolling right. He's going to do it himself for a first down and goes out of bounds. 10:44 and counting. Yeah, I agree. ETN 2 times in a row, and Trevor Lawrence didn't see anything there on 3rd down. Gets it himself.
Well, I mean, look at that. They run the ball on 2nd down, and it's 3rd and 3.
God, the Cubs are getting killed
by the Brewers, right?
7-3. Yep.
You're a big Brewers guy, right?
Yeah, no, big Brewers guy for sure. 1st and 10, back to football. Lawrence going to toss it right side to ETN, who cuts back up middle and gets about 4 yards there.
I remember when I lived with my aunt and uncle Aunt Carrie and Uncle Bob,
Mhm.
their kid, they had a kid at like 50 years old.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't know, probably 8, 9, but he's a baseball fan. So we would watch every Brewers game. Like they, it was, I remember they had Ryan Braun, Prince Fielders.
Prince Fielder.
Those are the only two I remember.
Yeah. No, I get
They
it.
knew the whole team. Like it was like
Those are the only two I remember from
they watched
those years.
every game. You know how
Mhm.
like we typically think people don't watch every baseball game?
Mhm.
There are people that do.
Oh yeah.
Like
I watched every single, I would say about 95% of every Cubs game from 2007 to about 2016. Incomplete pass over the left side of Brian Thomas Jr. That was close.
and that's when they won the World Series, right? 2016.
2016 they won it, and the only reason I wasn't watching 90% of the games is because I joined the Navy in 2017. So and they won the World Series, and I was like, I'm so happy. I don't need to watch another baseball game. If they're good, cool. But I'm not, it just gets to a point where you're just like, I can't watch 162 games.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 2nd and 10. I watched every single game, or I listened to it on the radio. Lawrence back to pass under pressure, gets it, and it's going to lose yards to ETN on a screen there. They're going to lose about 3 yards. Tranquil on the tackle.
Damn, my leg is like
3rd and 13. Dude, stop jerking off on screen. Can't do that unless that one guy's here.
Not that leg.
Yeah, they're going to be 3rd and 13 here. Tranquil with a good tackle for loss. 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Lawrence in the shotgun, trips left, takes the snap. Under pressure, Chiefs throws it over the middle, and it's going to be caught. And it's going to be Hunter. Makes a move. Oh, close. Gets about 8 yards.
This is when you go for it. Oh, they got a great kicker. They're going to field it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, when you have a kicker that makes one from 60, what was it, 70? 70-yard field goal?
Yeah, in the preseason, yeah.
Yeah, you all of a sudden these decisions are a lot easier.
Yeah. And here it is. 52-yard attempt.
I hate how they say, like, he hit from 70 during the preseason, like they play on a different field or something.
Little snap, hold, kick, and it goes through the uprights. Jags go 24-21. I know what you mean. Like,
it's like, okay, I could understand if like a quarterback came out and they're like, he threw for 500 yards in the preseason. Yeah, give me the context. A kicker is kicking the same, the upright is the same distance. You know, there's nothing about preseason that deserves to be mentioned, in my opinion, with kicking. And that's the only thing that's like that. Everything else should be given context of preseason. Like kicking, I don't understand. It's like, it was preseason, but it was preseason. Okay, so maybe the moment wasn't as nerve-wracking.
Well, what if okay, I'm going to take the Bears example here when they blocked the Raiders kick, because the long snapper for the Bears told a lot of the special teams guys, hey, this long snapper for the Raiders, he makes this move, and it almost, I forget exactly what it was described as, but he makes this move right before he's about to snap the ball. Josh Blackwell, who blocked the kick against the Raiders, took note of that. He talked about it in the post-game interview, and he said, if he didn't tell me that, I don't know if I would have blocked that. So maybe the preseason with the kicks, for example, like you're saying, maybe that has something to do with it too. Maybe some guys catch something that the long snapper or the kicker's doing that you're like, hey, I think we could take advantage of this. Similar to when the Packers blocked Cairo Santos' kick last season.
Yeah.
Bisaccia told him, hey, load up on the left side of their line, rush it, jump up, whatever, do whatever it is. And Bisaccia, who's a special teams coordinator for the Packers, they got to block kick and they got to win there. So maybe I see what you're saying, but maybe that also like tape has to do something with that as well. But I still agree. A kicker's going to do what a kicker's going to do preseason, regular season, postseason. It's the same guy.
And if he, I guess why it is important is like if he kicked it from 70 in the preseason, that tells you that he has the leg, right?
If nothing else, yes, absolutely tells you he's got the leg. And I do like this comment by Jinja. There are pressure moments and all that go into it not being preseason, and that's a very good
right. And I'm
argument.
not saying it should be in the record book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
I'm just saying if he can kick a 70-yard field goal during a preseason or NFL game,
mm-hmm.
that tells me that this guy can kick a 70-yard field goal in the regular season. That's pretty much all I'm saying is like,
yeah.
If it was a 70-yarder for like the win, the context that he had done it in the preseason, I would be inclined to actually throw him out there instead of attempting a Hail Mary.
100%. I feel like if I was a head coach too, I'm like, okay, you hit a 70-yarder in preseason. We need a game-winning field goal. We're down 2. We're down 1. Fuck it. It's 2 seconds left, and we have a 70-yard attempt here. We may as well try that instead of going for a Hail Mary that for the most part may not work. So
yeah,
I agree with that as well.
You know, obviously wind. I mean, this hypothetical is getting out of hand. Obviously.
Unless you're Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Well, is the moon in retrograde or is it a full moon? Are we in Colorado? Are we in Denver? What's going on with the air quality?
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if he was in Colorado. Like that means he could kick
Air's
like
thin.
a 73-yarder.
Air's thin.
That's crazy.
And a penalty pushes him back to the 14-yard line. Mahomes shotgun takes a snap, hands it off. Pacheco left side. Oh, big hit. And he's going to get about 5 yards. Pacheco, man, you got to love his energy. You got to love his energy.
I love a football play where both the guys that made the hit and the running back both are celebrating.
And when they dap each other up, like, hey, man, good hit, good run, good whatever. I like, can appreciate that.
Look, Pacheco's like, oh, yeah, we're not going to get it. But the two Jags were like, good shit. And then Pacheco's like, let's go. And it's like, that's a play where it's like everyone's feeling good.
Everybody wins. 2nd and 6. Mahomes back to pass in the pocket. Going to scramble left, take it himself to the 30, all the way to about the 33-yard line on a scramble and goes out of bounds.
So whenever I see like a game between a prolific wide receiver, a lot of times I'll see like Jamar Chase get like a really crazy hard fought catch on Surtain. And then Surtain they'll be like kind of talking and like I'll see Jamar Chase like kind of like smack Surtain on the ass like in a way that's like, you know, good shit, like mutual respect. Does that bother you?
The mutual respect thing in the middle of the game? No. Mahomes back to pass in the pocket, looking over the middle, caught, and I believe that's Kelsey. Oh, Smith-Schuster. I like that in the game. Like how we just saw Pacheco and the Jags guy. Like, I love the respect there because it's almost like when UFC fighters at the ring of the bell to start the fight, they come in and they high five, a quick high five, like, let's get it going, dude. Or even at the end of a fight like that, where they're just like, good shit, good fight. Like they're both whatever. And first down, Pacheco gets it on a rush. I like that because it's a respect for the other athlete across from you. And you guys are just like, we both did well, similar to like Surtain and Jamar Chase. Like, hey, man, good coverage, whether you caught it or not.
But
it's a mutual respect.
How like it's funny how ego is almost essential to be, you know, an athlete, but too much of it will be your downfall.
Yeah.
It's like there's this balance of ego, and usually like things that are like, oh, why do I feel this way? If it's ego, it's usually a bad thing, like
quick pass, Pacheco left side, Pacheco 6 yards.
Like I was just thinking if I was like called and they're like, hey, you're going to start a game, right, in the NFL, and it's like, oh my God, I would be going out there like, oh, I'll take all the advice I can get. Opponent, non-opponent.
Fuck you, Kyle. He big broed him.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying like.
Suck my. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I was just saying like how ego will make you feel like, and I was going to say like, that's a bad thing if you're like, why do I feel this way? Oh, ego. Oh, maybe I should keep that in check. But at the same time, like you have to have that to be good. He stayed on his feet. Wow. He stayed on his feet.
First down, Mahomes. What a gamer.
It's hard to know, like, are these guys just trying not to get a penalty, or are they like struggling to bring him down? Because there's so many different times where it's like, all right, I got him, but I don't want to. That's just lazy. Look, because 52 is like 91 lets him go because he's like 52 is going to clean it up, and 52 is like 91's got. This is just bad body language from the defense here.
Mahomes under center.
They are not swarming.
Snap. Hands it off. Hunt. Oh! Hurdles a player and gets 7 yards on that play. Kareem Hunt still got it. Wow.
Man, this Broncos defense would never let Mahomes run around like this Jags defense is.
Head on fire. Comment to the stream right here. Hunt jumping like Mario.
Rushing yards per game. Like, how's Jacksonville's defense doing in opponent yards per game?
Yeah.
They're
2nd and 4.
16
minutes left.
316 total yards per game allowed.
Over the right side, caught. And that is Kelsey. Inside the 30 for a first down. Mahomes and the Chiefs going down the field right now.
They still have 3 timeouts, so they got to start thinking, okay, well, how do we want to deal with this? Because obviously the Chiefs are thinking we could, take the clock all the way down, score a touchdown. So I think if I'm Jacksonville, I would wait until they get one more first down.
And
because
start.
It's hard to pick up a first down when it's like 1st and 10 from the 13.
Yeah.
But
because you're thinking touchdown.
You don't want to waste them either here.
Quick throw right side. And that is going to be good for about 6. And that was Brashard Smith, Kyle, who you were pointing out earlier.
Yeah, now we go to the 2-minute warning. And
3rd catch of the night for Brashard. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Dose.
Uno
That's
dos.
What they do at the Miami Heat games. They go 2 minutes. Dose.
Dose. Really? The crowd goes dose?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I thought it was like one of those like very like super known things. Like
no, I know I know they do the whiteouts at Miami as well for the Heat.
Yeah.
I know they do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've only been to Miami Heat games. Like, I haven't been to any other professional basketball team.
I think I've only ever been to Bulls games, and I'm trying to think if I've been to another basketball stadium, and I can't think of one. Like baseball, I've been to a few fields. Football, I've watched the Bears game in St. Louis back when St. Louis was the Rams.
Dude, you're so old.
Oh, I know, dude. I know that game. I went to that game back in like 2015. I was like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I don't think I've ever been to anything outside the United Center in a Bulls game.
That's crazy. You got to go to a game with me.
What?
You got to go to a game with me.
Oh, I thought that was. I thought
I
you
was
were going
like,
to
why is this such a
continue.
long period of silence after? I'm like, okay, you don't have to.
I thought you were talking in past tense. Like, man, you got to go to a game with me, and I was like, when?
Oh, no. Like we need to go to a game.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. I actually want to go to Miami. I've never been to Miami. I want to go to does Nashville? No.
No. You've never been to Miami. That's our next trip.
I think I would love to go to Miami. Miami would be so much fun.
You just tell me when, and I'll be there.
Tomorrow. Kyle's not going to be there. When is your son born? That day.
Be there anytime.
When is your son going to be born? That day. I want to go that day.
November 19th. You'll be born in Miami. That's cool.
You'll be born in a Miami Heat game. That's fine. They have a doctor on the team there. They're like, yeah, we can do a birth. Yeah, we can do that.
Here we
2-minute warning. 2nd and 5, Chiefs. Trying to get a touchdown to take the lead. A field goal will tie it up in the shotgun. Mahomes, 2 tight end set. Motion Xavier Worthy on the left side. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolling right. Throws it. Caught.
Brown.
And Brown toe tips.
Yes.
Inside the 6-yard line for a first down.
They're going to review it, but he definitely had 2 feet down. I thought it was pretty obvious.
Oh, yeah. That's the Santonio Holmes Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl win type of catch right there.
I'm looking at the 2026 opponents.
Wait, what?
I'm looking at our 2026 opponents.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking Buffalo Bills at home, Miami Dolphins in Denver, Rams in Denver, Seahawks in Denver. Away games, New England, New York Jets, 49ers, NFC North.
Trevor Lawrence picking his nose. God, franchise quarterbacks picking their nose? That's disgusting. Get them off the team.
I know. There's nothing worse than a franchise quarterback picking. I remember that video, and he's like, I wasn't picking my nose. Oh, they were saying Aaron Rodgers was picking his nose.
Mahomes shotgun, trips left, motion, right side, takes a snap, hands it off. Kareem Hunt up the middle. 3 yards. Gets down to about
call
the 2.
Timeout. Okay.
And time is stopped. Timeout. Yep.
I'm thinking like, okay, they win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at these like opponents next. I'm like the Jets, and it looks like they're playing the NFC West and the AFC East. So Jets, Patriots, Bills, and Dolphins, and then I mean, how would you rank the AFC East as one of the more difficult divisions?
No,
one of the easier divisions.
I mean, other than the Bills, it's probably you're winning 3 out of those 4 games if your team is competent enough. You know? Yeah. And Mahomes shotgun takes a snap. Kareem Hunt walking in, touchdown. Second touchdown of the night, waves to the crowd. The Bills will be the hardest team to face. The Jets defense, unless it improves vastly from this year, can be difficult. But the Dolphins and the Patriots, I haven't seen enough from any of those teams, defensive or offensively, to really be scared of them.
Yeah.
But the Patriots did just beat the Bills last night. So that counts for something.
I would go for 2 if I was the Chiefs.
And it's going to be 28-24.
I'd go for 2. I mean, I'm kind of joking, but the reason it would be cool is because if Jacksonville somehow like scores really quick,
Mm-hmm.
the Chiefs kick a field goal and they win by 1. And if they don't get the 2-point conversion, well, then if Jacksonville kicks the field goal, they tie it. Either way, they're tying or winning. If Jacksonville somehow scores a touchdown instead of a field goal, I'll just put it this way. I think that when they moved the extra point to a 35-yard field goal, I think they thought there would be a lot more 2-point conversions. And it really hasn't changed anything. The game hasn't changed at all. Yeah, you have some extra points that get missed, but I'm just surprised we don't see more of this. Let's say Jacksonville on one of their 3 touchdowns would have gone for 2. Well, guess what? They would be a field goal away from tying right now.
Yep.
And instead, they need a touchdown. And this is
why bad kick.
Damn. And this is why I don't know why they don't do it more often. Because why not? Because the way I look at it is if you don't get the 2-point conversion, well, you need a touchdown anyway. So you have points to spare.
If you're the Jags or the Chiefs?
If you're the Jags, if they go for 2 and got it, they would have 25. And if they didn't get it, then they would have 22. But either way, a touchdown wins the game here.
So you're saying if they score a touchdown, they make it 30 to 28.
Well, I'm saying they should have gone for 2 on their last touchdown.
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Minute 45 left. Jaguars have 2 timeouts. Lawrence in the pocket, under pressure, rolling right now. He's going to maybe take it himself, and he gets about 6 yards on that rush. Second and 4 upcoming.
Man, if you're going to spend that much time, your receivers have to get open.
Yeah. I mean, who was it? Kelsey Thornton did it for Mahomes. You got
to snap this ball, man.
Snap, back in the pocket. Lawrence under pressure, looking downfield, and is going to get sacked.
They need to call timeout here. This is a huge timeout.
Yeah, and it looks like they're calling a timeout. Yeah,
I am so glad that we have a coach that knows when to call timeouts, except for that first half.
Yeah, that one was a little. That Jags fan is feeling.
There was a scenario in what was it? The Chargers game where this exact thing happened, but it was the first half, and we didn't call a timeout, and 30 seconds came off the clock, and then they were double whammy because you're rushed into a third down play where if you don't convert, the whole thing's over in the first half. So I'm like, why wouldn't you call a timeout there? You still save one, and you get into a good third down play where you're not rushed. But instead, they did that, and the Chargers were able to score before the half, and I was just so pissed about it. So good job on Leon Combs, seeing the sack, saving the time, getting a good play in here.
3rd and 7. Lawrence shotgun, 4 receivers, 1 running back to his left, takes the snap in the pocket, looking, throwing deep right side.
What a ball!
Look at that, Brian Thomas catch. Wow, Brian Thomas.
Oh my God.
1st and 10, 54 seconds left.
I saw this ball, and it was just outside.
Ooh.
I mean, literally, he could not have walked down the field and handed it to him better. Look at this throw, back foot. Oh my God, that is the throw of the year, maybe.
Wow. Both feet were definitely inside the 24-yard line. Lawrence shotgun, takes the snap in the pocket, looking, throws left.
Wow.
Caught. And that's De'Ami Brown. 1st down, clock stops, 48 seconds left. You almost don't want to score too quickly here.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like
You want that
Kansas
touchdown.
City's going to tie it at,
Yeah.
you don't think they have enough time to score.
Here we go at the 12-yard line. Lawrence shotgun motioning to his right side.
This is overtime. 31-31 overtime. I'm calling it.
Takes a snap. Looking to pass in the pocket under pressure. Over the middle. Caught. Incomplete.
Oh,
De'Ami Brown wants a flag, but there's no flag.
how about you
44
catch the
seconds.
ball, dude? Instead of wanting a flag, how about you come down with one?
Yeah.
You got to catch that.
Let's see. Oh, man.
Oh,
I think he had a case there.
Yeah, he's got that right arm hooked around his shoulder.
Yes. And while McDuffie was going for the ball, I think there was too much contact there to not call it.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Lawrence empty backfield, 5 wide.
Watch the draw here.
And they're going to get a delay of game or a timeout? Delay of game. Oof.
How does that happen?
I don't know, dude. You're at home.
How does that happen?
You are at home.
What are you doing?
That is frustrating if you're a Jags fan.
Where is the play clock? There it is.
And you could tell Lawrence was like clapping, like, let's go. But it just.
The center was just holding the ball.
Yeah.
I saw the claps. He thought he was like trying to hard count him.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Lawrence takes the snap under pressure immediately. And that play, it gains some yards. It looked like it was going to lose some yards. You're looking at a 3rd down and long here.
Another timeout. We know that the Chiefs have plenty of time to get in the field goal range as it sits now.
Mm-hmm.
If they pick up a 1st down, they can still call their timeouts. And, I feel that Kansas City is at least going to have like 20 seconds to get in field goal range.
Yeah. And we've seen them do it. Almost everyone from that divisional game against the Bills is on this team. At least the most important players are. So they can definitely do it with 20 seconds. 38 seconds, 3rd and 13. Jaguars at the 14-yard line. Lawrence in the shotgun.
That's a PI.
Takes a snap.
It doesn't matter.
Throw.
Oh, sorry.
Going left.
I thought we were in sync just now.
And that's a PI. 1st and goal.
I'm ahead of you now.
Okay,
I don't know how that happened. We've been on the same thing this whole time.
I'm going to fast forward. What are you seeing right now?
The ref pass interference. Defense.
Okay.
Balls played, spotted foul. 1st down. And yeah, I mean, that was definitely PI. As soon as I saw it, it was PI. I'm like, there's
McDuffie.
what I was talking about earlier, where the corner has his back turned.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. is able to stop and jump, and then he runs into him because he doesn't have his head turned.
Have you seen Connor celebrate?
Yeah, now Lawrence motion.
Okay. Under center motion.
Oh my God. He gets
he trips.
Touchdown. Oh my God.
Lawrence, touchdown. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. Lawrence stumbled, fell, got up, evaded a tackle and a sack, and got in the end zone. There's a flag. Defensive holding, the touchdown stands. Oh my God.
Who's got it better than us?
Wow. Liam Cohen is like, phew.
I love it. I absolutely love it. This is about the amount of time I thought Kansas City would have too. 23 seconds.
Yeah.
They got all 3 timeouts. We're going to overtime, baby. We're going to overtime. And this is the brand new Jacksonville Jaguars. They're gritty. They don't quit. And like Jin just said, there's mistakes where you're just like, what is that?
Yeah.
But then there's these moments of brilliance that I believe we're going to start seeing more of and lesser of the bad stuff.
Yeah.
And
he trips over his lineman's foot.
Yeah, lineman foot, the old just great job by him not giving up on that play.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, give up right here. The play's over. And then the
Mhm.
old Michael Myers is chasing you where you get up and you fall again. But second time's the charm, right? Third
That
time,
was
I
good.
guess.
That was good. I like that. That was good. Oh, fuck. I'm about to die. Let me get up regardless of what's going on around me.
Love that.
Wow.
This was always going to be an awesome game.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville showed up and they're having a great. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. This is good for the city. This is good for the program. This is good for the NFL. I love when Jacksonville is just like when there's a buzz in Jacksonville. I love it because I'm like, when the NFL teams that have struggled, for most of my life, Jacksonville was blacklisted in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the return for Kansas City. 20, 30, 35. Great start there. And there's a flag, and it's going to be on Kansas City again. Their special teams sucks.
Why are they taking it out? Why wouldn't you?
Oh, my God.
Sorry, but why wouldn't you take the 23 seconds and just start at the 35?
And I don't know. It's Cochran again. Number 43 gets caught for a holding.
Where?
And I don't know. And I think it's because the guy was going for it while he's still blocking him, but moving backwards.
I just don't understand why we keep seeing these balls getting returned. Why wouldn't you take the touchback at the 35 and save the time?
Oh, God.
Is that like
Mahomes back to pass in the pocket, looking, going deep over the middle.
Oh my God.
Almost
intercepted.
Whew.
That was 9 seconds.
Wow.
Now, how much time did they have when that play before it was snapped?
16 seconds. That was a 7-second play.
7-second play. So I'm wondering if it's even possible.
Damn.
I'm wondering it. The only way it's possible is if they throw a deep ball, draw PI, which automatically, even if there's 0 seconds, allows one more play.
Yeah.
They really got to draw offensive pass interference here, or defensive pass interference.
4 wide, Mahomes back to pass, thrown over the middle. And what are we doing, Brown? Look for the ball.
This is exactly what I'm talking about with Hollywood Brown. It's like, these are not guys you can rely on.
It hits him in the shoulder pad.
That is, he's still running.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even realize that was the ball that hit him.
Yep. Oh, God.
They had opportunities. Now they really need a pass interference call. The best thing they could do is get Xavier Worthy over the middle of the field and hope that he could get down with his speed.
3rd and 10. Over the middle, caught Kelsey.
Timeout.
And 2 seconds. So it is a Hail Mary situation here. It might even be a lateral type of situation here for the Chiefs, unless they want to take a 112-yard field goal attempt.
I mean, you absolutely, in my opinion, it's much more likely to draw pass interference than to try to do this lateral play.
Oh, man, he catches that. He's up to the 40-yard line there.
You really have to, man. I know that's like, you really have to draw this pass interference. Cortland Sutton, I think, is like the best at this. He knows how to draw it. They need somebody to be that guy.
Yeah.
Go up, hook your own arm, sell it, get a field goal.
And are they taking a timeout? They're taking a timeout. 3 seconds left on the clock.
And I don't get it. Like, you just took a timeout. I thought you can't take back-to-back timeouts.
There's a flag.
There it is.
Even the announcer said it like that was back-to-back. Ginger said, fuck football. See ya.
Isn't that a 5-second run-up?
I guess
okay,
not.
It's a 5-yard penalty because it would have been a delay of game. So, I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, we're giving Trevor Lawrence a hard time, but like Mahomes calling back-to-back penalties, like I know that. Calling back-to-back timeouts.
Yeah.
And why are we returning that out of the end zone anyway?
At the 24, 23, Mahomes back to pass is going to have all day, is going to launch it. And incomplete. Jags win 31-28 for everything that Lawrence did at the goal line and fumbling the ball. He made up for it with 2 rushing touchdowns to win this game and a passing touchdown as well. Wow.
Ginger's so mad. What happened, Ginger?
Well, that's a AFC South.
No, he said
rival.
It cost him $1,000.
Oh yeah, I guess ETN. He needed ETN to score. Kind of how you were saying, like, where the fuck is ETN? That's what he was thinking as well.
Wow.
Jacksonville comes back, man. I know they were down in the first half, but they scored 24 points in the second half. So for them to do that in the second half, realizing a lot of the mistakes they made in the first half, like, great job for them to come back and do that. And we talked about Trevor Lawrence reaching over to try to get a touchdown at the goal line on a quarterback sneak. It turned into a fumble, which turned into a touchdown drive for the Chiefs. Lawrence basically locked in after that. He said, I'm going to get this team to a dub. And that's exactly what he did. 2 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown, and getting them in field goal range for what was the game-winning field goal in a sense, right? Like, obviously they scored a touchdown to get the lead, but that field goal, when we look back on it now, it was a great decision to go for the field goal there. So good job on the Jags offense, and credit to the Jags defense. They come up with a turnover, a pick 6, and they're able to shut down the Chiefs offense in this fourth quarter. Not shut them down necessarily, but stop them in crucial moments. For the Chiefs, man, their special teams cost them a lot of yards. Holding penalties, specifically on Cochran, number 43. The defense for the Kansas City Chiefs were able to come up with some turnovers, but it was just not enough. And 28 points, not enough to beat the Jags tonight. The Jags move to 4-1. The Chiefs move to 2-3. And we're watching that that stumble touchdown run by Lawrence. That was amazing. Kyle, post-game thoughts.
Well, there's a lot of people saying if the Jags go to 4-1, we got to study this Jags team. We got to figure out what's going on. It's like, no. The Jacksonville Jaguars aren't doing anything that needs to be studied. It's just nobody's paid attention because in the beginning of the season, there's always like a fluky 2-1. You're not going to go look at every winning record, but 4-1's like, okay, so they've won, 80% of their games. How are they doing it? And that's where I was last week. So I think this is definitely that game that's going to get people really kind of investigating, and it starts with Liam Cohen, 144 rushing yards per game. That's fourth best in the NFL. Buffalo's second. Washington's first. These are all teams that are winning besides the Jets, who are anomaly because, the Justin Fields thing. And you just separate them for a second and look at the other team. Top five, Denver, Jacksonville, Buffalo, Washington. These are teams running the football. When you can run the football well, you're going to win your football games. You're going to control time of possession. So if you're playing against an elite offense, you keep them on the sideline. Jacksonville, middle of the pack when it comes to scoring, 24 points per game. And I mean, that's going to be enough to win a lot of games. 24 points is not bad. Defensively, Jacksonville giving up, I think it was 16th in yards, or 16th, 316. So their defense is not great. They do not have a great defense. Their defense is capable of giving up big plays, missing tackles. But Jacksonville has that thing when it comes down to it. They're able to kind of like almost, they know they're going to win at the end of games. There's teams that are the opposite of Jacksonville, and we call them the unluckiest teams, where Denver's been that way, where it's like, oh my God, they could be 3-0, but they're 1-2. And Jacksonville's been in these situations all year, but they find a way to win them and not lose them. That shows that the team has a real sense of belief in themselves. And that comes from the head coach. Yeah. That comes from culture. They're also third in the NFL in rushing yards allowed. So they're allowing the third fewest rushing yards per game, and they're running for the third most rushing yards per game. So this is kind of what Liam Cohen is. And like I said, when he came from LA to Tampa was 31st. They were a laughing stock. Rashad White was so bad they drafted Bucky Irving. And what did they do? They became a top 5 rushing attack in the league. And now we're seeing the same thing with Jacksonville. And when you do that, it opens up everything else. The play action, it really works because they're trying to stop ETN. And then you had your number 1 tight end go down. Strange was hurt for the whole second half and some change, and they were able to overcome that. You saw Travis Hunter make multiple plays. Yep. I don't think that this is a team that's competing for a Super Bowl. But what I'm seeing from this team is that they're not – I believe they're a couple of years away. If they have another really good draft and they do a really great job in free agency – we still have yet to see who's Liam Cohen's player development staff, because that's where really you make your money. All these guys that we don't know their name, maybe in 3 years from now, these guys are Pro Bowlers, depending on how they develop. So I think Jacksonville, they have all the right pieces in place, and it's enough to get wins. But I think the Chiefs are pretty fraudulent. I thought they looked good tonight for what it's worth. Tonight was their best game maybe all year. It was their best first half performance of the year. They were able to do whatever they wanted, but like I said, Jacksonville defense isn't very good. But I kind of looked at Jacksonville and the Chiefs, and I said this before the game started. I look at them exactly the same.
Okay.
I have them in the same exact tier right now. I don't think that they're Detroit, Buffalo, Indianapolis. Yeah. These teams, Tampa, Green Bay, but they're in that next tier where they're a team that if you're playing, if you don't get your shit together, they're going to embarrass you. Yeah. So I think that's awesome that Jacksonville's been able to become a team like that so quickly. Jacksonville, look, I want to talk about the Chiefs for a second, because the Chiefs are now 2-3. The Chargers lost to the Commanders, so they're 3-2. And
yes, because they lost to the Giants as well.
And the Chiefs are now 2-3, and the Broncos are 3-2 as well.
3-2.
It's not going to get easier. They play the Lions on Sunday night, so you're looking at 2-4. If they don't, I mean, this is a game that they had to win. Like you can't drop this one. You had the go ahead touchdown, and Jacksonville was able to drive down and score a touchdown, because last year it was like the Chiefs aren't the same offensively, but their defense is so good that would have never happened last year. You know what I mean?
For the Chiefs? Yeah.
Giving up that last drive to Jacksonville.
True.
But this year it's happening. And Kansas City's given up, they're 13th. That, Carolina's given up fewer yards defensively per game than Kansas City. And Carolina's got, I think, the second best defensive coordinator in the league, maybe, but still like 11th or I'm sorry, 13th, where last year, let me just pull 2024 defensive yards allowed. The Chiefs were in teams, they tried to, usually they're down when they play the Chiefs, but last year they weren't scoring much. So they were 10th last year. They were a top 10 defense, so just outside of top 10. But I think it was it must have been their passing defense, because I remember seeing a category last year where the Chiefs defensively were one of the best in the league. Like they just weren't giving up a ton of, it might have been rushing yards, whatever. The Kansas City Chiefs were a team that we were like, if they get into the playoffs, like I don't see how they're going to go to the Super Bowl, and they strung together their best football games in the playoffs.
Yep.
And then they came into the season and they're like, we're going to run it back. And it's like, none of it is working. The Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith being their guys, like you saw at the very last drive, the ball is hitting Hollywood Brown. He's not even like where he didn't even know the ball had been thrown to him. So it's like they just have, I mean, Mahomes is still great, but something's just a little off about this whole Chiefs team. And of course, if they would have won this game, it would be like the Chiefs are back as a contender. Like,
they moved to 3-2, and you feel confident in that 3-2.
Especially because of the way they played Baltimore last week.
Yeah.
But this is one of those games where it's like the Chiefs last year, for all of the problems I had with them, they didn't lose that game that we just saw. And that's why they were like, 13-0 last year, 14-0. They were looking at the perfect season, and then they decided
Chiefs
to bench the Chiefs last year. They were going to have the perfect season, and they ended up benching, their starters, and I think they lost to Buffalo. That was their one real loss last year, right?
I think so. I'm going to look at
their. They were 15-1 by week 17.
2024. They were 10-0 before they lost to the Bills.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 9-0. 9-0 with a bye week.
9-0. Yeah. And then going into the Broncos game, week 18, they were 16-1. So like they were winning a lot of games, but it wasn't because they were scoring a bunch of points. They were a lot of games they scored less than 20. They were just keeping their opponents down. And this year it's like, I feel like the Chiefs are still trying to figure out, like, who are we? Because every year the fans expect it to be what it was last year. Maybe we add a player or two, but for the most part, we know our play caller, we know this, we know that. But there's like 40% roster turnover every year. So like week 1 through 5, it's all about figuring out, like, what's our identity? Are we a running football team? Are we a passing football team that runs just out of necessity? are we a defensive team? Like what are we? And the best teams in the league right now, that question is like, we are this. We
Mm-hmm.
are a running team that is the best defense in the league. We are the best offense in the league. Daniel Jones is having, an insane year, and Jonathan Taylor might be the offensive player of the year. Like, the Chiefs have not answered that question yet. We don't know what they are.
Yeah, and it's tough for them to do so in games like this where, like you said, last year their defense could come up with a stop. Like last year, I feel like Trevor Lawrence stumbles there on that goal line situation, and the Chiefs get a sack. And then now it's second and goal from the 5-yard line, wherever it was. And then maybe you do see an interception. Maybe you do see another fumble recovery at the goal line. And then on the next drive, when they get the ball back, the Chiefs offense, it doesn't look pretty, but you get a Hollywood Brown with a 30-yard catch. Then you get a Xavier Worthy 15-yard catch that turns into a 40-yard gain. Like, that is kind of how the Chiefs were doing it last year, where they were taking a ton of time off the clock, but offensively they weren't putting up that many points, and they were winning games. But it was mostly due to their defense, which today you could say kind of cost them the game. Yeah, we're going to look at the pick 6 by Mahomes. We're going to look at kind of how KC said here, special teams didn't do anything. Every single opportunity that the special teams had, there was a holding. Then Butker on that final kickoff kicks it out of bounds. These are the things that you have to work on next week, unfortunately, after a loss. But they serve as teaching moments for Andy Reid to this team, and to be like, guys, if we don't get these holding calls, we're looking at a much better field position and possibly a much different game. You said it. This game's going to overtime. If Butker doesn't kick that ball out of bounds, and if Cochran doesn't hold on that last kickoff to the Chiefs, we're looking at a much different game. This probably is in overtime at 31 points, if we're being honest.
Well, and that ref, 2 hours ago, the rules analyst said it was 100% a textbook offensive PI, but they waved the flag and gave the Chiefs the touchdown, and the ref just let Mahomes talk him out of a pass interference. Like, we've seen this, and this is why people don't like Mahomes and the Chiefs, is because, like, every player does this, but it's not supposed to work. That's the problem. It's like, it's not Mahomes asking for, the call. It's the fact that the refs throw a flag on offensive pass interference on Travis Kelce's touchdown. The rules analyst comes on even after the commercial, and he's like, this is textbook pass interference on the offense. Like, why did Mahomes go out there and run to the ref, yell at him, and the ref picks up the flag and Chiefs get the touchdown? And that was the first touchdown of the game in the first quarter. Yeah. So there was that was really weird because, that was 3rd and goal. Do they go for it on 4th down with the PI? I get probably not. It's 4th and 12 from the goal line. So 4th and goal from the 12. So, I mean, I thought that there was a couple weird calls because there's people saying, Jacksonville got some calls. So did the Chiefs. There was no, in my opinion, it wasn't one of those games where I'm like, the refs, played such a big role that one of these teams won because of it,
Agreed. It was all on the players tonight, and 31-28 is the final score. Jaguars win on a stumble touchdown by Lawrence. And again, Lawrence in the time of need took over. And I feel like not a lot of quarterbacks can do that. Josh Allen comes to mind. Mahomes definitely comes to mind. Lawrence now comes to mind in these close, tight game situations. Not every quarterback in the NFL can do that. But when you can do that, it is just amazing as a team and as a coach to realize that and be like, wow, I have a guy who at the most dire moments, the most crucial parts of the game, can step it up and win the game. And that's exactly what Lawrence did tonight. So all the credit to him.
Yeah. He definitely stepped up and was like, he was paid like a franchise quarterback in the offseason of 2023. And we whenever he has a bad game, we're all the first people to be like, well, he's paid like a franchise quarterback. Well,
hand up.
Here he goes. And this is what franchise quarterbacks do. They beat the Chiefs on primetime with the ball in their hands, and you need a touchdown, and you have to have it with a minute and 2 minutes left in the ball game. And the Jaguars improved to 4-1. Chiefs fall to 2-3, and they host the Lions next. So not an easy game for the Lions. Like I always say, like we always talk about these games, like the Chiefs have to play the Lions, and it's like the Lions have to play the Chiefs, who will be desperate for a win. That's going to be a tough game. I don't know who I'm going to go with, but I'm probably going to go with the Lions.
I was going to say, I feel like it's
desperate. Chiefs are. I mean, that's what the playoffs are, and look how they turn into. I mean, not that they weren't desperate today, but that's a different type of desperation. Like we're one game outside of 500. The AFC is not like what it typically is. I mean, there's only one team like Buffalo that's undefeated and are not even anymore. So like, I don't feel like it's one of those years where even for Baltimore, it's like they could still string together, 10 straight wins and be in the postseason. It's just uncomfortable more than anything for their fans that are just not used to being in this situation. And before I left you go, I wanted to see, is this Mahomes' worst start to his career?
I don't know, but I was going to say in terms of the AFC, only 3 teams in the AFC have 4 wins. Jags, Colts, and the Bills, who have 4 wins. In total, there are the NFC has 4. All division leaders are at 4 wins. There's a total of 7 teams in the NFL with 4 wins through 5 weeks. So, like you said, the AFC is not necessarily what it is now, what it was before. And you're seeing this kind of new blood. The Bills are kind of, one of those leftover teams from the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens. But now you see the Colts in Jacksonville with 4 wins and doing it impressively. Again, Jags beating the Chiefs, regardless of how good the Chiefs are, is an impressive win. To get to 4 wins is impressive in the 2025 season.
Yeah, he started 5-0 in 2018. In 2020, he started 4-1. In 2020, which was that was the COVID year where he went to the Super Bowl. They started 4-1 in 2021. I think that was his worst start. Nope. Yeah, 2-3. There it is.
Wow.
So he started 2-3 in 2021, and 2021 the Chiefs. What did they do? They were 12-5 in 2021. They finished first in the AFC West, second in the AFC. They fell to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
So they finished the season going, they only lost 2 more games after starting 2-3. So can the Chiefs pull it together and only lose 2 more games with the Chargers, the Broncos, the Lions? They got a lot of tough games on their schedule, and I'm wondering if they got the Colts, they got the Lions, the Commanders, the Bills, the Broncos, the Colts, the Cowboys, the Texans, the Chargers, the Chiefs.
It's going to be some tough ones. Divisional games in general are tough.
I don't see how the Chiefs are a playoff team this year. There's my bold. You wanted it. The post game. Here is the post game statement. The Chiefs are not going to the playoffs this year.
Oh, there it is.
They are not a playoff team. They cannot go like they did in 2021 when they started 2-3, finished 12-5, only lost 2 more games. Now, I look at this schedule and I go, you can only lose what, 4 games? 4 or 5 games? The Lions, Commanders, the Broncos are winning one of the two. The Bills are better. The Colts are better. The Texans and Chargers, one of those is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys in Dallas, that'll be a tough game. I don't see how, if they are going to the playoffs, it's not as a division winner. I think Kansas City fans really need to come to terms with my AFC West prediction.
Damn it.
That they are the AFC West winners, the Broncos this year. That's the way it's going to be.
Kyle's calling it. Chiefs not going to the playoffs. Broncos winning the AFC West.
Do you think the Chiefs are still a wild card team? I mean, I guess they could be a wild card team, but look, where do the Colts and Jags fit? Because the Jags in the Colts,
one of them is going to win the division,
and then the other one's a wild card team.
The other one's a wild card,
and we haven't even talked about the Texans. Because maybe the Texans don't go. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But the Ravens, they're going to be in a race with the Chiefs for that final spot.
Yeah.
Right? But the Patriots, the Bills are going to win their division, but the Patriots are a legit team now. Like, they're a legit team that's going to start. They look like they're going to just they're beginning to win. We haven't even. The Patriots are like the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know?
No, I don't. I don't think I agree with that statement. I think the Jaguars are a better team than the Patriots right
Really?
now. Oh yeah.
I don't know. The way Drake May played last night, I mean, he made a couple throws that are just.
I love the development. I don't think they're on the Jags level, and that's the Jags are a better team.
Did a lot that was like. They definitely have a lot of room for improvement. Remember that tackle that Mahomes, when they like had him, but then they let him go, and he
sure, yeah,
there's a lot of stuff like that, throughout the game.
I totally get what you're saying. And look, their wins. I mean, their most impressive wins were Kansas City and 49ers last week. Other than that, they got a Houston team that they won by 7, and then a Carolina team that they blew the doors off by 16. Both of those teams not very good. And one of those a divisional game, which was a tough win, 17-10 against the Texans. But to beat San Francisco and to beat Kansas City, regardless of how Kansas City is, they still have Mahomes, they have Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy. I think that's a very valuable win. Same with San Francisco. I just don't think the Patriots have valuable wins yet, except for the Bills last night. And I think that's their only one.
Well, yeah, and they should have beaten the Steelers, but they had the 2 fumbles inside the 10-yard line. And this was the same thing with Denver. We're like, we should have beat the Colts, but we had the leverage.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay, the world is going to say I don't care. But the truth is like, if that is the case, then you're going to win against the Eagles, and the Patriots are going to beat Buffalo. And then it does happen. And you're like, okay. So I'm seeing more of this.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are the 10 seed right now. I'm looking at the playoff standings as it is now. Houston's above them, even though they're 2-3. They have the tiebreaker over Kansas City based on best win percentage. The Bengals are an 8 seed over Houston and Kansas City. The Patriots are the 7. If the season ended now, it would be Colts as the 1 seed. The Bills would be the 2 seed, the Steelers the 3, Chargers 4, Jags 5, Broncos 6, and the Patriots at 7. And honestly, that was my playoff, like what I was just saying. I was like, you got the Colts, the Bills, the Steelers, Chargers, Jags, Broncos, Patriots. Where do you fit the Chiefs in? And you're like, I don't know about the Patriots, but I'm that was my 10-win team.
Yeah.
That was like my big, bold prediction. Same with Jacksonville. So
yeah,
I think the way the playoff standings are set now, I think I think that's truly going to be your playoff teams.
All right. I guess we'll see how the season plays out. But as of tonight, the Jaguars are the 3rd team in the AFC with 4 wins. And I forgot to mention this. It was Trevor Lawrence's birthday today. It was his birthday today.
And
so
Travis
of
Kelce
course,
just had his.
And Travis Kelce just had his. But of course, Trevor Lawrence was going to ball out in this game. 3 total touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence with a stumble touchdown there in the fourth quarter to get the dub. Jaguars win 31-28 on Monday Night Football. Thank you guys so much for being here. Casey, I'm sorry for the loss. Ginger, I'm sorry that your division rival got the win. That always sucks regardless of what team you root for. But hey, at the end of the day, football is king. We all had a good time. We all had some drinky drinks, and we saw a good football game. Obviously, if you're a Chiefs fan like KC, you didn't see a good football game. But regardless, football was in the air tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. Everybody, KC, Ginger, Crafty, Lil E. We had E-Dub. We had D-Rock. We had Kid Cowboy. I'm missing some other people. I think I'm pretty sure I saw Liam in here, if I'm not mistaken. Hat on Fire, of course, was here with some good comments. I love it. Thank you guys again so much for being here. Go follow us on X at Only Football Pod and at NFL with Kyle. Make sure to like the stream, share it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go follow Kyle on X. Subscribe to his YouTube channel if you're seeing this on at Kyle Kitzman on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe. We would appreciate all that. And Crooked Commish in the chat as well. Thank you, Crooked. Bear down. Thank you guys so much. We will be here again later this week to give you our predictions for week 6 coming up next week. And we're going to have Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, all of Sunday football. We're going to be streaming that. The Colts at number 1. There we go, guys. Thank you guys so much again for being here. Long live Bill. And if you guys see at the very top right, we've got 4 Bill up at the top right of your screen. So thank you guys again so much for being here. And Kyle. Always a good time, brother.
Always a good time.